But I was pleased with our energy that we had during the week and a lot of the stuff that we were able to do, because we were able to harness our focus a lot better than years past. So from that aspect of things, I was very pleased, but obviously less than pleased with our performance that Friday night. And we really used Saturday to start breaking down East Central. And, it was one of those that we bought the guys in. The JV team had left for the JV game. And, I talked to our team for about 10, 15 minutes about the night before. And I said, listen, there's nothing we can do about that now. We can sit there and watch it and dwell on the past, or we can get started on our preparation for sectional play, and that's what they wanted to do. So,
season number 2 begins tonight as the Owls welcome in the East Central Trojans for the the semifinal round of sectional number 15 in Class 5A. More on the Trojans coming up a little bit later on. Again, the final and the regular season finale was Bloomington South 42 and Seymour 6. Up next, a yearly recap of Seymour High School fall sports. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU. Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets now for upcoming shows at the Jackson Live and Events Center, including Sarah Patrick, November 9th, and Confederate Railroad, November 30th. JacksonLiveandEvents.com.
Bob Pointer Family Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Don't be part of the 80% of homeowners neglecting their roof. Choose Royalty Roofing, experts in roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Let the specialists at Royalty Roofing deal with your roofing issues and your insurance. Budget-friendly finance options. We make quality roofing easy. Dial 812-523-8392 or visit royaltyroofing.com today to schedule your installation. Royalty Roofing, protecting what's precious underneath.
At Stahl Insurance, we focus on the farm and agribusiness insurance market. Whether you own a grain operation, hog confinement, livestock, or hobby farm, we work with industry-leading carriers that know and understand the risk you have. We take the time to individually learn about your operations in order to best protect you. Call or stop by today to talk to one of our farm agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, or Chris Stahl, at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour, or we can be reached at 812-524-0692.
Our pregame show continues with our fall sport recap. And, of course, now with football being the final fall sport alive here at Seymour High School, we thought this week we would recap the week it was, or not the week it was, but the year it was for Seymour High School sports. And we start with the girls golf team. Girls golf team finished the year with a ninth place finish at the regional, or eighth place finish at the regional, which was the top half as far as teams competing. Coach Jim Hoffman continuously said the team improved as the year went on. The scores improved all season long. They finished fourth in the Hoosier Hills Conference, second in the sectional, and again eighth in the regional. Shayna Spray was an all-conference honorable mention for the Hoosier Hills Conference. Good season overall from start to finish as far as improvement for the girls golf team. Boys tennis team finished 19-4, an outstanding year coached by P.J. Stein. Won the sectional for the third straight year, beat Scottsburg in the regional semifinals before losing to Columbus North, who would go on to win the semi-state and advance to the state finals. The Owls finished second in the conference, won the Shelbyville invite. Parker Thompson, Joel Stevens, and Sean Takuchi were named all-conference, while Carter Stein, Dane Thompson were named honorable mention. Good work, fellas, 19-4. Girls soccer team finished 3-15. Coach Greg Musser's squad went through some tough times this year. 2 of their 3 wins, though, were conference victories. It was a tough year. The ladies dealt with injury and inexperience, but they kept plugging along, gave it everything they had. Ella Brock and Katie Rourke were named to the Hoosier Hills Conference team. Boys soccer finished 13-6, captured their first sectional title since 2009. They beat Jeffersonville 3-0 in the sectional championship, lost Castle in the regional semifinals 1-0. Lance Hubbard, Miles Chandler, Jake Lepker were named to the Hoosier Hills Conference first team. Lance Hubbard and Jake Lepker were also named all-district. Both of those young men will compete in a showcase Saturday at North Central High School a week from tomorrow. Next Saturday at North Central. Great job, fellas. Volleyball team finished with a 10-15 record. It was an up-and-down season for the Lady Owls. Started good, had some tough moments in the between. Lost a 3-setter to Floyd Central in the sectional. They lost 3 5-setters over the course of the season, including a 5-setter with Brownstown Central. They had victories over Columbus East, New Albany, and Jeffersonville in the Hoosier Hills Conference. Cross-country teams finished their year this past weekend with semi-state appearances. The boys finished 18th in the regional after a third-place finish in the sectional. Micah Jablonski and Caleb Jablonski were top 2 runners for Seymour in the semi-state, of which Evansville Wright's or Bloomington North won, with Evansville Wright second. Coach Fife's troops continued to improve as the year went on. They finished second in a couple meets, 4th in the conference. And the girls had again a nice year. Coach Spencer Sunbury's squad finished 12th in the regional after a second-place finish in the sectional. The ladies also finished 3rd in the Hoosier Hills Conference. They were able to win a couple of meets this year. Top runners for Seymour, Gracie Adams and Isabella Long at the regional. So congratulations to the girls cross-country teams. Overall, a great fall sports season. The winter sports season is right around the corner. Girls basketball has already practiced. They had a scrimmage last night against Brown County. Their first game will be a week from Saturday, when they will host Salem at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium. Swimmers have got underway with their practicing. We'll talk with Coach Dave Boggs coming up at halftime of tonight's contest. Up next, we'll have our weekly conversation with Seymour High School Athletic Director Kirk Mans. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Why should everyone have an annual eye exam? Various diseases can be detected early through a comprehensive eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, the doctors look for signs or symptoms for various diseases, not just for the eyes. Through an eye exam, you are able to detect diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, tumors, and stroke. Do not delay. Call Connor Smith Eye Center today for an eye exam. 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
A mortgage is a long-term commitment. You want the best for your family, so why would you settle for anything less than the best when it comes to your mortgage lender? At the People's Bank, we put our customers first and help find the perfect product just for you. With the wide variety of mortgage products we offer, there's no way the People's Bank cannot meet your individual needs. See one of our experienced mortgage loan originators today to find out how the People's Bank can make your house hunting experience much easier. The People's Bank.
You can count on us.
Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Hello, big humans. The Tooth Fairy here with a special message. The only thing sneakier than me putting money under the pillow are those sneaky bacteria and food hiding between your teeth. They're tiny, but oh so tricky, but fear not. Dr. Pierce, Dr. Coomer, and Dr. Gardner and the team at Jackson County Dental are your Fairy Tale approved super dentists, ready to protect your shiny smiles. You can visit my fabulous Fairy Tale friends at Jackson County Dental in Seymour. So have the even bigger humans make an appointment today for the whole family. With love from the Tooth Fairy.
Time for our athletic report as we talk with Seymour Athletic Director Kirk Mans as the Owls get set to take on East Central tonight. High school football month of November. We're still playing, and we're going to get football weather tonight. It sounds like a nice night for football.
It's going to be a nice night. It's going to be cool tonight, but we're not going to have much wind, so it's going to be really football weather, so to speak, and we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to hosting East Central and getting some people in here to support our Owls tonight and playing a good team. We know that, but it's sectional time and we're ready to go.
Obviously, tickets are available online. You can still get those. They'll be available at the gate, but passes not valid tonight, to just keep that in mind.
No, Indiana High School Athletic Association tournament. Everyone's going to need a ticket to get in, either at the gate, cash, or pre-sale through EventLink, and I know all our people are used to that, so that's not an issue.
We wrap up the fall sports, football, the final sport to wrap up, but we start winter sports here. Girls basketball had a scrimmage last night with Brown County. Their first game is next weekend, and our halftime guest tonight is Coach Dave Boggs. Swim team, they've started practice from one season to another. You guys will start practice here in a couple weeks, so from one season to another.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier that the girls play a week from tomorrow night, and that's just crazy. And so they'll get going, and they've been at it now for almost 3 weeks, and they're moving and working hard. But I want to go back to this past Saturday with our cross country and at the regional, and had great finishes. Our boys moved up 7 spots from a year ago, and our girls moved up in a dozen spots from a year ago. So very happy, and I know our coaches are happy with the progress that the kids have made, our runners have made, and so just want to congratulate them.
Yeah, as we wrap up the fall sports with football, and hopefully we're not done tonight, but this is the last fall sport. Again, you look back at the fall sports season, and there were a lot of highlights.
Yeah, a lot of highlights. 2 sectional trophies. Tennis team, our boys tennis team, were able to secure a sectional victory and played into the regional and regional finals, and did a nice job and bowed out to Columbus North, and then our boys soccer, for the first time in many years, were able to win a championship, earn a championship, and really in the regional against Castle, a really hard fought loss there. So those were our 2 sectional championships this year. Many of our other sports had great years, and and you look at it, and all in all, the weather was fantastic. The weather was not a factor except for one night in football, and we had the windy rain one night, but overall it was a great weather fall for us, and injury-wise, other than the bumps and bruises and the things that come, the sprained ankles that come along with athletics, we have come through pretty well.
Coach, I appreciate the time as always.
Always. Go Owls.
Up next, our scouting report on East Central, including a conversation with their head coach, Jake Miners. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162. Back here on our pregame show, and it's time now for our scouting report on the opponent tonight, the East Central Trojans. First of all, come in as back-to-back defending state champions in Class 4A. Because of the success factor, they move up to 5A this year. They're 6-3. They opened with a victory over Lawrenceburg, then lost to a couple Ohio teams, Harrison and Moeller, but then rattled off 5 wins in a row against lesser opponents, Franklin County. Batesville was a tough one, won 24-13, blew out South Dearborn, Connorsville, and Greensburg, and then lost their last game to state-ranked Indianapolis Roncalli by a score of 17-7. They have a 1,000-yard rusher in sophomore Ryan Mingus, and tough one for him to take over for Mr. Football. Of course, not only did East Central have success team-wise, Josh Ringer was Mr. Football for the Trojans a year ago. They're coached by Jake Miners. He's in his 6th year as the head coach of East Central. I had a chance to talk with him earlier this week about his football team. Here was our conversation. Well, Coach Miners, first of all, thank you for taking the time. Obviously, for East Central, it's a new territory, tournament time, moving up to 5A after 2 state championships. But I know it's a challenge that your ball club is ready to tackle, aren't they?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, honestly. I take it as an honor. Our program takes it as an honor about stepping up into 5A, because of the success factor, and it's new territory for us. But the sectional really pans out to some traditional sectional rivals for us. Seymour being one of them, and Columbus East and Franklin. We've been in a sectional with those teams, previously before all these 6A classes and all the success factor and all that. So we're really looking forward to it. We know it's going to be a challenge against some bigger schools that play some really quality football. So we're just going to try to prepare the best that we can to go out and compete against a really, really solid field.
Coach, talk a little bit about how the season went for you. 6-3. I know you lost your last game to a very good Roncalli team, but overall, have you been pleased with how you played this year?
Yeah, we knew coming into this season we graduated a lot last year. Some guys that played a lot of football that led us to back-to-back state championships. But we came into this season having to replace a lot. We had a few pieces coming back that had played on those teams, but we had to replace a lot. We knew that we were going to be pretty young, at least from an experience standpoint, and so. It took a little bit. It took a little bit for those to get going, for those guys to really settle into their new roles and to take leadership roles in their own right. And so, a 6-3 record, obviously every football coach wants to win every game that they play, and every player wants to win every game that they play. But I really feel like we've grown a lot. We've improved every week, and as a head coach, that's really what you want to do is be improving every week and make sure that your team's, the best that they can be heading into the playoffs. And, unfortunately, we're new to this bye week ordeal here in 5A. We've never had a bye week before at East Central. So, unfortunately, we lost our Week 9 game and we've had to stew in this loss for the last 2 weeks. But Ron Colley's a great football team. That's always a really physical matchup. And our guys, we did a lot of positive things, but we turned over the football 5 times, and anytime you turn over the football 5 times, you're not going to win many of those games.
Coach, I want to talk to you about a couple of players. One of them, Ryan Mingus, over 1,000. We're close to 1,000 yards rushing, and I think what's impressive about him, and from my standpoint, is he's a sophomore, but he had some big shoes to fill. Obviously, replacing Josh Ringer, who was Mr. Football for you last year, but he's really stepped up and been a big part of your offense, hasn't he?
Yeah, he had to, fill huge shoes. Anytime you're a sophomore stepping into that role, being a premier running back, especially in our program where we've had some really quality backs over the years, and him kind of being that next guy for us. But then he's having to replace Mr. Football as well, and Josh Ringer. And Josh is such a vital piece to us. But, I think what helped Ryan a lot was that he played some as a freshman at the varsity level and got several carries last year, was kind of be able to get the workload. But, coming into this year, we've really put a lot of focus on just Ryan being Ryan. We're not asking him to be Josh Ringer. We're asking him to be Ryan Mingus and take that next step. And, I think he's continuing to grow. I think he continues to improve every game as he gets more and more comfortable as a sophomore. He's a different style back than what Josh was. Josh was more of an elusive style back where Ryan's more of a power back. So, I think he's learning more about himself. He's continuing to improve. And honestly, as coaches, we learn more about him too. We learn more of what he's good at and try to highlight those good points that he has. But just couldn't be prouder of him. He's an exceptional young man. He's a future team captain in our program. He will just continue to get better and continue to grow. He is one of the better teammates that we have on our football team.
Coach, I want to quickly ask you, too, about your defense. When you talk about having to replace kids from a year ago, you start just 2 seniors on the defensive end, so you really had to rebuild on that side of the ball, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. We had to rebuild a lot on that side of the ball. And, even guys that we had slotted, into certain positions coming into the season, we've had to adjust a little bit. We had our free safety, Troy Sebastian. He started out as an outside linebacker the first 3 games of the year before we moved him back to free safety. Carson Pazonka for us, who's a 3-year starter for us, exceptional football player. But he played the last 2 years at strong safety, started out the year at strong safety. Now he's come down a little bit to outside linebacker. So just kind of trying to figure out where those pieces fit. Where we can really highlight guys' abilities to let them have success. And I think that our guys are doing a great job. I think we have gotten better as the season has gone on. Week 3, Moeller was they put it to us. They scored 42 points, which defensively you never really want to see. But after that game, I think we've really settled down. Defensively, we've gotten back to some basics, tried to even simplify our scheme a little bit more to allow those young guys to just go play. And I think that's really paid off for us here, the last few weeks of the regular season.
Coach, a quick thought about your opponent, what you've seen on film of the Seymour Owls.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that they can beat you. They have a really solid quarterback, really solid running back core, solid up front offensively, and then they have several receivers that can really beat you. So they really like to make you defend, all the field. Which is something that most teams don't do. So that's a huge challenge for us defensively. We're going to really have to be locked into our scheme. We're going to have to be great tacklers out in space, and we're really got to try to hopefully create a turnover or two. Defensively, they actually remind me a lot of our defense, not necessarily overly big at every position, but they have athletes at every position. And that's something that I think in the high school football world, it's the more athletic teams that cause you more fits than necessarily the teams that have bigger size. So, just a really, really solid football team. I think they play a challenging schedule. A lot of 4A, 5A schools across the board for them that they're playing and challenging and really good football teams. And so I think that, their record isn't really indicative of the quality football team that they are, because I really have a lot of respect for what Coach Moore is doing there. I think he's built, since he's been there, it seems like just the program has gotten better and better and better every single year. So then we have to go play at Seymour. We have to go play at their place, and we're on the road. So there's a lot of things that, as a head coach, you worry about. It's the first game in 5A. It's at Seymour. Now you're playing a really quality opponent. A lot of things can go wrong, but just have a whole lot of respect for the Seymour Owls and everything that they do. And I think we're fully expecting a dogfight when we get there, and that's something that we've been preaching to our guys. Through our scout here, through our preparations, is that we're going to expect a dogfight, and we're going to have to take care of the details in order to win a football game. And that's something that unfortunately we didn't take care of some of those details in the games that we lost, and we took care of some of those details in the games that we've won. So we're hoping to make those corrections. We're hoping we're playing our best football because we're going to need it going against Seymour.
Coach Jake Miners, East Central Trojans. Coach, I appreciate the time. Great to talk with you. Again, appreciate the visit.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Well, needless to say, these two teams have had some history in the past, all in tournament play. The Trojans have won 6 in a row. Last time they played back in 2016, East Central won 52-8 in the sectional championship. All 6 meetings between the teams of the last 6 were, in fact, in sectional play. Seymour won the opening round of the sectional back in 1999. That was on their way to a semi-state title. In the last 35 years, East Central has a 7-2 advantage. The other win for Seymour came back in the cluster days when Tracy Bullard stopped East Central's running back at the 1-yard line to secure a victory. Should be a challenge. It'll be a challenge tonight for the Owls. East Central comes in 38th overall in the Sagrins. 76.47. That's compared to Seymour 163rd overall at 47.39. All that being said, you play the game on the field, and that's the way the Owls approach it tonight. We'll take a break. When we come back, our Coach of the Week will rotate back to our first conversation we had with Alan Perry. We'll be joined by AP after this short timeout. You're listening to Seymour Football.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
For over a century, JC Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the JC Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Many companies already rely on Saiho Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Saiho Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit saiho.org today.
Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets now for upcoming shows at the Jackson Live and Events Center, including Sarah Patrick, November 9th, and Confederate Railroad, November 30th. JacksonLiveAndEvents.com. Our pregame show continues. It's time now for our Coach of the Week, and as we always do, when we hit sectional play, we kind of reset and go back to the top. And first coach we talked to was Alan Perry, and spending some time with AP here. And just refresh everybody, coaching quarterbacks this year. Talk a little bit, AP, first of all, about how you have seen Mikey progress as the year's gone on. I've said this all year. He's somebody that's not going to put up big numbers, but he's a leader, and there have been games where he just wills his team to victory.
That's 100% correct. Mikey's taken some huge steps as far as just quarterback play in general, footwork, reads, but just having him out there and the confidence that the team has in him and the confidence that we have in him to just make the right play, the winning play, has been huge. And the New Albany game comes to mind. Yeah. Him and Jalen just kind of taking that game over and getting those couple first downs to ice the game on our last drive. So, yeah, just having him in the huddle and just him going out and making a play is huge, and he's done that a lot this year.
Obviously, there's been some ups and downs, some struggles, and I think he's done a good job. Because not everything has been roses for him, but he's fought through adversity really well, and that shows you how mature and growth he has had over the years.
Oh yeah, I've been really proud of his leadership and how he's handled adversity. It's tough. I mean, he's a 4-year varsity starter, but he's not a 4-year varsity quarterback guy. So to come in after mostly playing defense the last 3 years and to do what he's done is a difficult ask, and he's done everything we've asked of him. He's been really coachable. He's been really mature, like you said about it, and I couldn't have asked for a better situation for him to work in and to do his thing, because he's really taken it and run with it.
We get set for East Central tonight. Anybody knows high school football knows this is a program that has had success, back-to-back state championships. They move up a class. You've seen them on film. 4A, 5A, whatever. It's a formidable opponent.
They're really good. They have been really good for a long time now, like you said, and I think that it's all we could ask for, though, on our first sectional game is for the reigning state champions to come in here, back-to-back reigning state champions, to come in here on our turf. We were talking about it yesterday. Coach Moore was telling the guys what a great opportunity this is. Sectional, first round of the playoffs, a reigning state champion coming in here who is still really, really good, with a chance to knock them off, and anything could happen in playoff football. So, but yeah, they're a really good team. They're really well coached. They do everything really, really well, all the little things, and you expect nothing less from a state championship team.
This is a type of game where I think Mikey becomes even more important. And I say that, everybody's like, well, what do you mean a quarterback becomes more important? But keeping the offense on the field, picking up first downs. We got a 3rd and 5, getting that 6-yard pass play or the 6-yard run, finding ways to move the sticks, and that's going to be very key tonight.
It's going to be huge because our defense, honestly, has been really good all year, especially at times bailing out our offense a little bit. So if we can find a way to stay on the field and get some first downs, some longer drives, and punch those in, whether that be with 6, whether that be driving all the way down, maybe a punt that flips the field. It doesn't always have to be a score, but something that we can put our drives that we can put our defense in a good position will be really good for us. And like I said, it can be a score, it can be a punt, it can be a deep drive into their territory. Whatever that is, just taking care of the ball, getting some first downs, and staying on the field for as long as we can.
You've been you obviously you're a four-year player. You had games not necessarily just on the football field, but where you've been the underdog. I remember the baseball sectional. We played number 1 New Albany. Nobody thought we were going to win, except maybe the guys in the purple uniforms. You've experienced, I'm not saying East Central is number 1. I'm not comparing the two. But you've been on the field where you have been the underdog and nobody has believed. What does it take to get these kids to believe that, you play this game on the field?
I think, like you said, it's just that starts with that belief in the locker room. Once you have that, it's dangerous. You can get a group of guys playing together with a belief that, hey, like, they're doubting us. All right, so what? I think once that happens and everybody is on the same page when it comes to that, that's when dangerous things can happen. So we've been preaching that all week. Like I said, Coach Moore's been telling them this is a great opportunity to come out here and to play the reigning state champion as an underdog. Like, no one's giving you any props to win this game, so why not just go out and take it? So that's our mindset coming into this. Like, this is a great opportunity, and we have it could be an awesome night against a really, really, really good opponent.
I do want to ask you, and whatever your role might be next year on the team, we don't know, but talk a little bit about Max Coates. Obviously, we've seen him in a couple games. You've had a chance to see him all year on the JV ranks. Crystal ball, he may be the quarterback next year. You never know. But certainly you would think so. I've been pleased with his progress.
I really have. Max has done a lot this year that has made me feel good about where he's at. He's been around a lot too. Like, he'll always be in our film sessions. He'll always be right there with us, whether we're doing walkthrough, whether we're doing scout, whatever it is. He's standing right there. Yes, he has to do some scout team quarterback stuff just to give us a look, but he's always working through the game plan with us. He knows exactly what, and he's paying attention on Fridays, so when it comes to Saturdays, he knows exactly what defense is going to be run, maybe different checks we can get to. So I've been really pleased with the mental side of things that Max has taken. And the physicalness will come. He's still growing. He's still a young guy. He's only a sophomore. So that physical side of things will come, and he's right there. But I've really been pleased with his mental game this year and how well he's been able to pick things up and be able to analyze defenses and scout teams and watch film. He's done a really good job of that.
Big challenge tonight against East Central. AP, I appreciate the time as always.
Hey, thanks, Jay. Go Owls.
Up next, our commissioner's report as we continue here on our pregame show. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Don't be part of the 80% of homeowners neglecting their roof. Choose Royalty Roofing, experts in roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Let the specialists at Royalty Roofing deal with your roofing issues and your insurance. Budget-friendly finance options. We make quality roofing easy. Dial 812-523-8392 or visit royaltyroofing.com today to schedule your installation. Royalty Roofing, protecting what's precious underneath.
Have you recently reviewed your home and auto insurance policies? Do you have adequate coverage in place? We at Stahl Insurance are here to help. Come see us at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour. Our agents Shane Tremoyan, Jennifer Skidmore, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, and Chris Stahl can help evaluate your current policies and make sure proper coverage is in place. That's Stahl Insurance at 812-524-0692 or come see us at 211 North Chestnut Street across from City Hall.
The doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center in Seymour are proud to have cared for the vision needs of the community since 1998. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Don't miss your yearly exam. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, last Friday night, opening night for high school football, weather was great, crowds were huge, seemed like all in all a tremendous night.
Oh, it was, Coach. I mean, it was the first chapter in the high school football story for this year, and it was. I mean, we received a lot of information back. Our staff was out across the state watching games, and, you know, it's that time-honored tradition that local community does every year when it turns the lights on for the first football game, and people showed up. And as the teams, they say, then they showed out. We're still a few weeks away from knowing who's going to be, you know, really good and who's got a good chance of making it to Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of the Colts. But, again, it was just a phenomenal night.
One of those nights where two number ones go down to defeat. Not something that happens very often, but we have to underscore the fact that it is the first week. There's some really good football teams, and coaches still aren't really sure exactly where they are and what they have. And that's why we talk about that concept of making improvement from game one to game two as being one of the most important weekends of the year.
Oh, that's exactly right. You know, I have a brother that's an assistant coach down in southern Indiana at the old alma mater, North Posey, and you know it's and they won their football game, but that staff immediately went to work when that game was over with that night, dissecting film, communicating. Then they got their kids in, looked at them on Saturday, got them all, make sure that all their health checks were done. But then they went right back to work in the coach's office on Sunday, and they're putting together a game plan, finding ways that they can improve. You know, and it was just that effort made, and you know, it's incredible the amount of work, but the passion our adults have in working with our student athletes and trying to give them the best possible opportunity to win a football game and succeed on the field and meet their goals.
We're talking with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, something that I paid attention to, and I know you do, but the weather was great, which meant you had big crowds. And the importance of that is hard to underscore, hard to state for people. You know, you're financing an entire athletic program oftentimes off what the revenue from football is. So the better the weather, the more tickets you sell, the more money you make. Those tickets are incredibly important for you to support the student athletes in your community. And we're hopeful that we can have similar weather throughout this football season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we want to, you know, we're chasing a little heat this week to make sure we keep our kids hydrated and following proper protocols. But, you know, it's going to cool down a little bit towards the end of the week. And, yeah, it is so important for people just to show up and go watch a football game and support. And it doesn't have to be football. It can be anything that's going on at the high school that week, whether it be volleyball or boys or girls soccer. And it's just the purity of high school students participating for their school. And you got to get out there and watch them. And it's fun to watch the game, but it's really about providing resources for schools to develop kids that are going to give back to their communities in many ways through the rest of their lives. And it's just so important. And it all starts with going out and watching the game.
We also have, obviously, our fall sports in full swing. It's a great time of the year, and it's fantastic to be on these campuses of our schools watching and being a part of what's happening with the fall sports programs.
Absolutely, Coach. I enjoy it so much to get out there and watch what goes on in these communities. And, again, it's part of the fabric of this great state and the state of Indiana, because an education-based athletic system still matters here. And not all the states across this country can say that.
He's the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out to a ball game, support the student athletes in your community, and make sure sportsmanship is your number one goal. Do it and do it the right way. Commissioner, great to spend time with you. As always, have a great weekend.
Thanks, Coach, and thank you for promoting this great sporting world of Indiana across your radio network.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
A mortgage is a long-term commitment. You want the best for your family, so why would you settle for anything less than the best when it comes to your mortgage lender? At the People's Bank, we put our customers first and help find the perfect product just for you. With the wide variety of mortgage products we offer, there's no way the People's Bank cannot meet your individual needs. See one of our experienced mortgage loan originators today to find out how the People's Bank can make your house hunting experience much easier. The People's Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
In a world menaced by cavities and plaque, one team stands ready to combat. Meet the Smile Squad at Jackson County Dental. Brave dentists, Dr. Pierce, Gardner, and Coomer are armed with technology, tackling dental adversities heroically. And protection against decay and oral disease is their mission. Don't surrender to teeth trouble. Align with the Smile Squad at Jackson County Dental. Call for appointments at jacksoncountydental.com. Jackson County Dental, your smile's undaunted defenders.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
Back here on our pregame show, we're just moments away from kickoff tonight as the Owls and the East Central Trojans here from Bullitt Stadium. Quick check of some other sectionals around the area tonight. The other semifinal matchup here in Sectional 14 is Franklin at Columbus East. Franklin 3-6, Columbus East 6-3. Looking ahead to next week, if Seymour is able to get the win tonight, Seymour will either host Columbus East or be at Franklin. So if you're maybe thinking ahead, that's the situation. A couple other matchups in 5A tonight. Sectional number 15, Bloomington South is at Terre Haute South, and Bloomington North is at Terre Haute North. Sectional 16, New Albany at Evansville North. Castle plays at Floyd Central. Brownstown Central, 10-0, ranked number 1 in 2A. They will play Paoli, 10-0 tonight at Blevins Memorial Stadium. That game kicked off at 7 o'clock tonight. Also, Salem is at Tell City in the other matchup in sectional number 40. Sectional number 60 finds the other Hoosier Hills Conference, one of the other two conference teams, Jeffersonville. They're hosting Center Grove tonight, and Columbus North is hosting Franklin Central. And the other HHC team still alive is in 4A. That is Bedford North Lawrence. They play at Greenwood tonight in Sectional 23. The other matchup in Sectional 23 has Martinsville playing at Silver Creek. Jennings County was the lone conference team eliminated last week by Bedford North Lawrence. We'll be back and be ready for kickoff as we approach 7:30. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Hi, I'm Vanessa with New Legacy. We are committed to providing payroll, taxes, and accounting services that instill confidence in your business operations. With convenient locations in Seymour and Scottsburg, New Legacy is right here in Southern Indiana, ready to support you every step of the way. Our dedicated team collaborates seamlessly to handle all aspects of your financial needs, ensuring compliance, accuracy, and peace of mind. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy, specializing in taxes, accounting, insurance, and wealth management. Call today at 812-271-2000.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162. And back here at Bullitt Stadium, where we are just about set for kickoff. It's the Owls and the East Central Trojans tonight. Sectional number 14, Class 5A. The Owls won the toss and elected to receive. Again, I'm Jay Hubbard, joined tonight. Lance Hubbard's going to take the headset tonight. Both Corey and Jeff were unavailable. So, Lance, you get to sit next to me instead of telling me the numbers and the statistics. Are you ready for this job?
I am ready. Do both jobs. I am ready.
So we're set for football. Certainly glad you're alongside, whether it be on the radio or via stream, wherever you might be. It's the Owls and the East Central Trojans. Again, Seymour won the toss and elected to receive. So East Central has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Their kicker is Nathan McAfee. And we are set for football. Back deep for the Owls. Is Logan Shelley, Aaron Holt, and Jalen Johnson. They'll put three guys back there standing about the 10-yard line as McAfee has it teed up. East Central, of course, has the tradition, no doubt about that, defending Class 4A state champion the last 2 years. And moved up to 5A due to the success factor. And the Owls will play him here tonight in the semifinal round of sectional number 14. As McAfee has it teed up, he boots it away. It's an end-over-end kick that sails towards the end zone and will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Owls will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mikey Wright brings the team out at quarterback. Starting tonight, running back is Nick Wheeler. Receivers, Jalen Johnson, Alex Milliken, and Logan Shelley. Owls do have a couple new faces, offensive linemen tonight, Mason Nugent and Braden Riley. By the way, Lance, Braden Riley is number 60 and Mason Nugent's number 52. They had to change their numbers because they're playing offensive line tonight as well.
Mason is what number?
Mason is number 52 and Braden is number 60. They have to have those numbers to play offensive line. So there's the snap. The handoff is to actually it's Trayshawn Hawkins who gets the start, and he gets hit immediately by a swarming East Central defense. Trojans in their traveling white uniforms with black pants. And they have traditionally been very good defensively. They're only giving up 15 points a ball game. The most points they have given up all year was to Cincinnati Moeller. They gave up 42 to them. Everybody else they've held under 10 points or under 13 points this season. So very good defensively. Mikey in the shotgun. He'll bring a receiver, Shelley, close to him. Now send Logan in motion. The snap and the handoff is to Trayshawn. And again, he finds very low. Actually, he does fight forward. Looked like he was going to be stopped about the right at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to break a tackle and get it up to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 3 on the play. And we'll bring up a 3rd and 6. The Owls certainly have to pick up first downs, have to keep the clock moving, can't afford to have 3 and outs against this team. That's exactly why Coach Moore took the ball. He won the toss, took the ball to try to keep that offense off the field. Again, Mikey in the shotgun, double slots, back to throw, has some time. Now he's going to step up. Looks like he wants to run, but he's going to be swarmed under. Just as he crosses the 25-yard line, a pickup of a yard, and again, the Owls will indeed be forced to punt. Looked like Mikey had some room to run, but the one thing about East Central is their defense is so quick to the football.
Yes, they are, and I'll also look at the defensive linemen. They have 195-pound defensive linemen, 215 pounds, 265 pounds up front. So their defensive line is definitely big. So offensive line is going to have a tough test tonight.
Well, you certainly, when you look at their offensive line, you'll think big, too. They are huge up front. There's a punt by Mellencamp. It's an end-over-end kick that hits about the 37. It's picked up by the East Central returner. He's across the 40, bounces up to the 45-yard line, and will go down about the 44-yard line. Looked like it was Gavin Birding on the return for East Central. And the Trojans will set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Their quarterback is Nolan Maple. He's 6'3", 185-pound, a junior. Their running back is Ryan Mingus, a 6', 212-pound sophomore. He is just a sophomore, but he has run for 1,200 yards this year, and he probably would have played for them as a freshman last year, but their running back was Mr. Football, who now is a member of the Alabama Crimson Tide. So they want to run the football. There's no secret to it. They line up in a bunch formation, almost like a wing team.
It also helps with huge offensive linemen he can run behind.
Absolutely. And indeed, he will get the carry, and he is off to the races, and he's going to score. First play from scrimmage, he basically goes untouched over the left end. That is a 55-yard touchdown run. Ryan Mingus, first time he touches the football, he goes around left end and goes untouched into the end zone. And that's how this game begins. A 55-yard touchdown run by Mingus, and it's 6-0, and that is not the start you wanted if you're an Owls team.
Nope. It also helps with Mingus. Right when he got the ball, he burst with the full speed.
Oh,
he is super quick, and having that helps as well.
And he is just a sophomore.
I've noticed he has like a cast on his hand. I wonder if he has like a broken hand, but that's not going to bother him.
I don't know. Kicker is Nathan McAfee. As there's the snap, ball is down, kick is away, and the kick is good. Well, it didn't take long. 9:51 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's East Central 7, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football. Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets now for upcoming shows at the Jackson Live and Events Center, including Sarah Patrick, November 9th, and Confederate Railroad, November 30th. JacksonLiveandEvents.com. Well, it's not too hard to figure out the drive capsule there. Lance says, do you need the drive numbers? No, I'm good. 55 yards, one play. It did take 9 seconds off the clock. It's a 55-yard run by Ryan Mingus. Extra point good. And East Central with a 7-0 lead. And we didn't get a chance to talk about their offensive line. Their two tackles are both over 300 pounds. The guards are 285, 260, and their center's 270. It's easy to see why they want to run the football and why they've had success running the football.
Also, it's with a fast running back, too.
And he certainly showed his speed, no doubt. There's a kick that'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Owls will take over again, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Well, the last thing I said to Coach Moore before we talked on the field, I said the last thing we need is to get down early. Well, we're down early. The last thing we need now is to go 3 and out again and give them another easy opportunity. But, that was not a good start. This time the Owls will spread out the offense. 3 receivers to the left or right and 1 to the left. Hawkins back there with Mikey, but now we got a whistle. Officials, I think we have an equipment problem with the Owl.
Looks like our center.
Center, yep. So the Owls center, Evan Von Haney, has to come out for some reason, and Jacob Dow will come in as his replacement.
Notice Jalen on top of the field, one-on-one with the guy who's shorter than him. We can see it, throw the ball to him.
There's a screen pass to Shelley. He gets nice yardage up to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 4. Bring up a 2nd down and 6 for Seymour. They got to get – that's one thing they got to do is they got to be able to get these guys out in the open and just try to develop, especially Jalen Logan. It's going to be hard-pressed to run the ball between tackles. just because of how big the defensive line is and how quick the linebackers. I think the Owls, they're going to have success. And Coach even said that they've got to be able to get out and get some of these athletes in the open. This time, Wright will go under center and will keep it himself, and he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage back at the 20-yard line.
Naden Houston, nice play again through the offensive line, making that tackle for loss.
And again,
a loss of 3.
Linebacker shot through there and got Mikey just as he tried to. He didn't even really get to the corner. Back at the 21, and the Owls face now with a 3rd and 9 already at the 21-yard line. Clock moving just underway, but East Central already with a 7-0 lead. This time they'll bunch the formation. Slots at either side. They'll send in motion. Now they're going to throw it back to Mikey. And he loses the football. They say incomplete. And Mikey got hit hard. They handed the ball off to Trayshawn Hawkins, who tried to throw it.
Probably Rocky.
Was it Rocky?
Yeah.
Okay. To Rocky, who tried to throw it back to Mikey. And just as Mikey caught the ball, he got hammered from behind by a defensive player and lost it. They rule it incomplete. And the Owls will be forced to punt. So, again, Seymour trying some trickery, and East Central was right on it. Mellencamp back to punt. Returner standing at the 50-yard line, and now we got a whistle. And I'm not sure what we have here. Far official coming in, signaling something.
Talking about number 29. Matthew Roy has come off.
So for some reason, the Central player has to come off the field. So we'll reset. Mitchell in the shotgun. There's the snap. It's a high snap. He pulls it down, gets a kick away. It's a low lining kick. That'll be fielded by East Central up at the 45, and this is where they'll start. This time, it looks like they get another half yard. They'll start at the 46-yard line. But again, the Trojans set up in great field position, 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
I don't mind the trickery, trying to get something going against this East Central defense. Doing normal stuff's not going to work. So I don't mind the trickery, but East Central, like you said, sniffed it out right away, did not get fooled, and stick with their marks. A nice play.
So here we go. The Trojans, again, they line up just one receiver. It almost looks like very similar to the Brownstown's formation. They wing T. This time the quarterback will keep it.
He handed it off to somebody. I'm trying to see who that is.
It was a up guy.
12, Colton Beelman. Looks like he was right behind the quarterback and got the quick handoff.
Yeah, he's a 5'10", 163-pound sophomore. Picks up 3 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 7. Quarterback under center. The running backs, 2 slots and a fullback. This time it's Mingus. He will get the carry across midfield. Breaks it to the 40, to the 35, and down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The same play he scored on. That time he was brought down, but he does pick up good yardage. 22-yard gain for Mingus, and the Trojans set up 1st and 10 at the Seymour 29-yard line.
The way he got tackled was Aaron Holt, and he had to go low. That's the only way you're going to be able to tackle a running back like Mings. You have to go low and get the legs. You're not going to go up top, especially with he has a big, bulky body.
6 foot, 212 pounds. This time they'll throw it the other way.
Nope.
And actually it's a halfback pass, and it's incomplete.
Carson Piazonka?
Carson Piazonka was the guy who threw it, and it was incomplete. And the receiver was open, but the throw was well off the mark. So East Central does not throw it a lot. Ethan Feldkamp, who is their leading receiver, was the intended receiver, but it's incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. This time they'll hand it off to Piazonka, right side. He's got room, cuts it back into the inside. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. He dives for the end zone, and they're going to say touchdown. Jalen Johnson tried to get him and tackled him, but he was able to dive forward into the end zone. Carson Piazonka. What was that, a 29-yard run for Piazonka? And with 7:15 to play, Central adds to their lead at 13-0. And into to kick the extra point will be Nathan McPhee. There's a snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good. 7:15 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. East Central 14, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Owls drive, or the Trojans, that time 54 yards in 3 plays, 1:04 off the clock, and it's Carson Piazonka with a 30-yard touchdown run. Extra point by McAfee is good, and it's now 14-0 as McAfee has it teed up. McAfee, not McAfee. Got Pat McAfee on my mind. I've been watching his talk show too much. Nathan McPhee has it teed up at the 41. Yeah, McAfee kicker, McPhee kicker. There's the boot. It's a high end over, and that'll be returnable this time. And it's Jalen at the 15, up to the 20, to the 25, cuts it inside to the 30, and he gets it across the 30-yard line. So the Owls get a little better field position this time as Jalen's able to return it up to the market at the 30. I'm going to put it down at the 31. Yep. 31-yard line where the Owls will take over 1st and 10. So maybe a little better starting position. The Owls can, again, just need to take some small steps, get a first down or two, give the defense a chance to relax, although they haven't been out there very much either. It's just been big play after big play for the Trojans. This time, Mikey in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left as Shelley comes in motion. Hawkins in the backfield. There's a snap. It goes through the legs of Wright, and it's loose, and it's picked up by East Central. Mikey never got it. Well, he just simply didn't catch it. That snap looked like it was good, and Mikey just didn't catch it, and then he tried to fall on it, and East Central was in there as quick as can be, and they recover the fumble.
Cole Sebastian, a 6'1 senior, 195 pounds, recovered that fumble.
So Cole Sebastian recovers the fumble, and East Central is set up shop again, 1st and 10 at the Seymour 25-yard line. It just, if it could be worse, please tell me how. This time again, they fake it, give it to Mingus. That time the Owls stuff him. Nope, he gets through somehow. Looks like they had him at the line of scrimmage, and then next thing you know, he's running to the left side, and he actually picks up about 5 on the play.
Jackson Brock and Devin Jackson were first 2 in there, made contact, somehow slipped away and got a couple more yardage.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage and able to fight forward for about 5 yards. Maple under center. Takes the snap, throws a pitch out this time to the wide receiver.
Oh, forced the fumble.
And
there's a flag.
Flag is down. Ball came loose.
42 forced that fumble for Seymour. Noah Broughton forced it and recovered it, stripped it.
Well, let's see what the flag is.
They are calling it Seymour's ball.
It is Seymour football. I think it might have been just a marker to signify that the ball was out. Well, let's see is there a penalty on the play? A hold against East Central that will be declined. And Seymour will get the ball. So Noah Broughton, a nice job to force the fumble and recover it. And Seymour gets the first break of the game, and they take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Well, they lost the field position. That was Ethan Feldkamp, who was the running back. And Broughton made a great defensive play. So the Owls take over at their own 20. 3 receivers to the left, right, 1 to the left. Mike back to throw. Throws the outlet pass. It's complete to Jalen. Tries to elude a couple of tacklers. Gets away from one. He's still battling. And he will go down about the 25-yard line. We'll give him a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. That time Jalen was the lone receiver out to the left, which was the far side of the field where the ball was. And Mikey threw it out there, and he was able to dance around for a couple yards. So we actually give him 6. 2nd down and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Like I said earlier, Matthew Roy was one-on-one on him. Matthew Roy is 5'9", going against Jalen Johnson, who's 6'3". So let's hopefully we can see him get the ball a little more.
2 receivers to either side. Mikey back to throw. Steps up into the pockets. Going to run. Gets it across the 30. He's got a first down up to the 31-yard line. That time that pocket collapsed quickly, but Mikey did a nice job to step into the pocket and pick up the first down. 6-yard gain. And it's the first down of the game for Seymour up around the 32-yard line. Clock moving, 5:30 to play first quarter. Seymour trailing East Central 14-0. Again, receiver Everett Jackson comes out to the left side. Alex Milliken also Logan Shelley. And Jalen lines up in the backfield this time with Mikey. And Jalen kept it. Mikey kept it, and he should have given it to him because he's going to lose about 4 yards. A read option that time, and Mikey made the wrong choice. Kept it and was knocked down. They'll give him forward progress 29, so it's a loss of 3. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. I'm not sure if Jalen had any more room to run had he given the ball to him, but certainly once he kept it, he didn't have a chance. East Central read that read option very nicely.
It looked like it'd be a triple option, too, because he had an opportunity to pitch it to Logan, but Logan was also covered. So definitely good awareness by the East Central defenders.
2 receivers to either side. Shelley comes in motion from left to right. Mikey takes the snap, back to throw, steps up, throws the outlet, passes complete to Shelley, and he'll go out of bounds. Up around the 37-yard line.
Nice little 8-yard pass there from right to Shelley.
And he'll set up the Owls in a 3rd and more manageable 3rd and 5 up at the 37-yard line. Now so far 0 for 2 in 3rd down conversions. But the first 2 were 3rd and long. Here's a little more manageable 3rd and 5. And 3 receivers split to the right side. Shelley, Rocky, and Johnson. Actually, Jalen's to the left side. Single coverage. Mikey rolls out to the left. Got some pressure, steps up, gets away. Has the first down across the 45 and will get hit from behind. But again, a first down carry for Mikey Wright up across the 45, a pickup of 8 on the play, and another first down for the Owls. And that time, again, Mikey, good job to read that pressure, stepped up into the pocket, and got hit. The linebacker that had pursued the backfield came back and hit him pretty good, but he held on to the football.
Also not shot by Mikey. He was looking for Charlie Rocky going deep, but he was covered by East Central defenders, so nice awareness to juke out a defensive lineman come after him and get 5 plus 3 to get 8 for the first down.
1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Double slots this time. Back to throw is right. Throws it to Jalen, and he gets hit just as he threw it. And I'm telling you, East Central knows where number 84 is on the field. He came out of the backfield that time, and both linebackers shifted over to the right side. And once he caught it, 3 guys there to get him. It's a short gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. They may be single covering him over there when he's out wide, but they know where he is on the field. There's no doubt about that. Those linebackers, once he came out of the backfield, they both shifted over to that side, anticipating him getting the football.
Yeah, Carson Piaxanka was the first guy there, and a couple more linebackers help him out to wrap him up. Because Jalen's not going to go down one-on-one.
No.
You both know that.
2nd down and 9, ball at the 46-yard line. Double slots this time. The hand is to Hawkins. He gets it across midfield up to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 5 as Seymour moves it into East Central territory. Bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 3rd and 4 at the East Central 49. Clock moving. Seymour at least taking some time off the clock here. 2:40 and counting in the first quarter. 14-0 East Central in front. Owls by far their best offensive drive of the night after going 2 and out, 3 and out in their first 2 possessions, and then fumbling on their next possession, but again forcing a fumble to offset the fumbles, I guess you could say. 2 receivers this time to the right, double slots. The handoff is to Jalen. Tries to bounce it to the outside. Does have some room. Cuts it in at 45. He's got the first down up to the 42-yard line. 6-yard pickup, but again, move the sticks. 1st and 10, Seymour at the East Central 42-yard line. Again, clock stops, 2:14. But again, the Owls showing some grit here on this drive. that started after the fumble recovery by Noah Broughton and have moved the ball into East Central territory at the 42-yard line.
Give credit to the offensive line, too. They're battling against big defensive linemen. They're giving small holes that Jalen's taking advantage. Same thing with Hawkins, too. Getting about 5 or 6 every play. We'll take that.
2 receivers to either side. Mikey takes the snap. Back to throw. Ball is deflected and nearly picked off.
That was Carson Piazzanka again.
Bianca got a hand on it, and then the linebacker, Jake Beer, had an opportunity to intercept that, had it in his hands, but couldn't quite hang on to it, trying to hit a little short pass to Shelley across the middle, and nice defend at that time by East Central. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Again, 2 receivers to the left, Logan and Milliken. Johnson to the right. The snap, Mikey back to throw. Got some pressure. Wanted to set up the screen. It was sniffed out, and then he just throws it away. Wanted to set up a screen to Trayshawn Hawkins. I believe it was Trayshawn that he wanted to set up the screen to, but East Central sniffed that out, and Mikey just had to scramble out of the pocket and throw it away to give Seymour a 3rd and 10 at the East Central 42-yard line. And they'll line up to the left, Milliken and Rocky. To the right, Shelley and Johnson. Hawkins to the left of Mikey. Back to throw is right. Now he steps up into the pockets. Got some pressure. He's going to get it up to the 40. Takes a big hit from the linebacker. And it's a pickup of 2 on the play. Bring up a 4th down up at the East Central 40-yard line. Boy, Mikey took a shot that time. He's a little
banged up.
Yeah, he got his bell rung a little bit there. Guy who hit him was Tank Chambers. That's a name for you. Tank Chambers, 5'9", 180-pound junior. And Max Coates is warming up, and the Owls are going to have to take a timeout to figure out what they're going to do. Timeout on the field, 1:01 to play first quarter. East Central 14, Seymour nothing. Back in 30, you're listening to Seymour Football.
Don't be part of the 80% of homeowners neglecting their roof. Choose Royalty Roofing, experts in roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Let the specialists at Royalty Roofing deal with your roofing issues and your insurance. Budget-friendly finance options. We make quality roofing easy. Dial 812-523-8392 or visit royaltyroofing.com today to schedule your installation. Royalty Roofing, protecting what's precious underneath.
So the fact they took a time out, I don't know Seymour what they're going to do. Seymour on 4th down and 8. I think they're going to punt. It looks like they're bringing their. I don't see bit yet. They did bring their punt team out there, so that'll give anyway Mikey a chance to collect himself. He was shaking the cobwebs off. Max Coates is down here loosening up, but at least give the Owls an opportunity to give Mikey a chance to regroup, not being looked at. There's a high snap over the head of Mellencamp, and he falls on it back inside the Seymour 40-yard line at the 37. Well, Mitchell's a big kid, and the ball sailed over his head. He wasn't able to get it, and the Owls will have it, or the Trojans take over 1st and 10 at the Seymour 38-yard line. And what's disheartening about all of this is all the work the Owls offense did to get the ball down there basically just goes by the wayside because it's essentially a 20-yard loss.
Something like that, yeah.
20-yard loss back, and now East Central takes over in Seymour territory at the 38.
Seymour offense had 11 play, about 5 minutes, 5.5 minute drive, about 40, 50 yards, and
now it ends up here. And now the give is to Mingus, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage that time. Nice play by the Owl defense.
Curtis for work was the first to get to him, and he held on to him the whole time, waiting for backup.
So nice play there by Curtis. Give him a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 at the 37-yard line. Clock moving as we're under a minute here in quarter number 1. East Central in front 14-0. This time right up the middle goes Colton Bellman
12, I believe.
And Colton Bellman runs it all the way down to the 30-yard line. That time sees a fullback and just hit a quick hitter right up the middle. Short of the first down, but it'll bring up a 3rd and 1 at the Seymour 30-yard line. East Central does not have to run a play before the quarter, and I don't think they're going to. And players already starting to walk off the field. So we reached one quarter in the books on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's East Central 14, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Have you recently reviewed your home and auto insurance policies? Do you have adequate coverage in place? We at Stahl Insurance are here to help. Come see us at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour. Our agents Shane Tremoyan, Jennifer Skidmore, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, and Chris Stahl can help evaluate your current policies and make sure proper coverage is in place. That's Stahl Insurance at 812-524-0692 or come see us at 211 North Chestnut Street across from City Hall.
Why should everyone have an annual eye exam? By having a comprehensive eye exam, various diseases can be detected early. Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Lambring. We at the Connor Smith Eye Center look for the signs and symptoms of various diseases, including conditions that affect all parts of the body. Diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, tumors, and strokes. Also, remember that 80% of learning starts with the eyes, so every child should have an eye exam early in their life. Call today at 812-524-3937 or join us on the web at www.connorsmitheyecenter.com. See your future clearly.
3rd down, pitches to Mingus. He's got the first down, breaks a tackle, gets it across the 20 and down inside the 20-yard line. Quick pitch to Mingus. He was able to fight his way right down inside the 20 to the 17, 18-yard line, and that's enough for the first down. Pickup of 12 on the play, and the Trojans reset the downs 1st and 10. In the lineup, double slots with a fullback right behind the quarterback. It's a double handoff this time. Right up the middle goes Pizanka, and he gets it inside the 10-yard line to the 9. That's another first down game. You pay attention to Mingus getting the ball, and then he double hands it back to Pizanka, and Pizanka has some easy yards. It's 1st and goal at the 8. Again, this time the pitch is to Mingus. Tries to find room around the left end, and he does. It's like he's just weaving through traffic, finding a hole somewhere. And he's able to get into the end zone, and the Owls, or the Trojans, take advantage of the botched, the bad snap on the punt. And it's an 8-yard touchdown run for Ryan Mingus, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And East Central increases their lead now to 20-0. And McPhee in to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good. 11:16 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. 2nd quarter, it's East Central 21, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football.
A mortgage is a long-term commitment. You want the best for your family, so why would you settle for anything less than the best when it comes to your mortgage lender? At the People's Bank, we put our customers first and help find the perfect product just for you. With the wide variety of mortgage products we offer, there's no way the People's Bank cannot meet your individual needs. See one of our experienced mortgage loan originators today to find out how the People's Bank can make your house hunting experience much easier. The People's Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Trojans a drive 38 yards in 6 plays, 1:41 off the clock. It capped off by an 8-yard touchdown run by Ryan Mingus. 2nd touchdown of the game for Mingus. Extra point is good. And 11:16 to play. It's now 21-0 as McPhee has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Owls, Aaron Holtz, Jalen Johnson, and Logan Shelley. McPhee, a left-footed kicker, into the ball. And it's an end-over-end that Johnson will field at 9. Jalen at the 20. Finds some room, 25, and gets it up to the 8-yard line where he is brought down, and the Owls will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. We'll see what Seymour does. Last time the Owls had the ball, they moved the ball, picked up some first downs, got it into East Central territory before eventually having to punt, but then a bad snap on the punt, and East Central took over and capitalized. This time they'll put 2 receivers to either side, and the shotgun is right with Hawkins to his right. There's the snap, the throw out to Shelley, and Shelley.
That's a face mask, yep.
Is brought down, and a flag comes in, and Lane said it's going to be a face mask against East Central. It'll be a 15-yarder, I'm assuming.
Is it from where the foul happened or from the ball spot?
I don't know.
Looks like they're doing from the 29-yard line. Should be at the 44. Oh, no. Is it a 5-yard penalty?
So I guess it is just a 5-yard penalty. I didn't think there was a 5-yarder in high school. I thought it was automatically 15. Well, see, I learn something new all the time.
Doing it a 1st and 5.
So it'll be 1st and 5.
I wonder if it's 1st and 6. I think they're doing it from the face mask.
No, it should be 1st and 5. They just, who knows? The handoff is to Jalen. It's got some room. Bounces it to the outside. To the 45 across midfield. 40. And down inside the East Central 40-yard line at the 37-yard line.
Logan's down. Oh, it's broken. It looks broken.
No. Logan Shelley is down on the field. And by the way, the Owls players, okay, just by the way the Owls players are reacting, it does not look to be the way the Seymour players are bouncing around and getting away. It does not appear to be a very minor injury. And I didn't see what had happened, whether he tried to, whether he was blocking or if he got it.
He made an incredible block for Jalen. Let him block the guy on the inside, let Jalen get around him, and then just got tangled up.
Well, immediately the Seymour players went over there and were signaling for the trainers to come out and were bouncing around. And I will say this, Logan does not appear to be, I shouldn't say he doesn't appear to be in pain. He's not, well, he is up and walking on it. And we'll hope that he's okay. So Jalen on the run, though, gets the ball inside the Seymour 40-yard line down to the 37.
It was a 27-yard rushing play from Jalen.
So a 27-yard rush, and the Owls have it 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, the handoff is to Hawkins. He tries to bounce it to the left side, and he will get it down to the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8 for Seymour at the 35-yard line. With 10:30 and counting here in the second quarter. Now it's down 21-0. Got 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Double slots with Mikey. Mikey will hand it to Hawkins. Hawkins tries to, again, bounce it to the left side and is dragged down by Bean again. Jake Bean, the linebacker. Or is it Bean or Bear? I can't.
Bear.
Their roster is, of course, they got like 150 kids on the roster.
I think it's Jake Bear.
Jake Bear. I think I said Bean. Jake Bear. Able to pull him down. It's a 1-yard loss. Bring up a 3rd and 9 back at the 36-yard line. And the good news is Logan Shelley, again, back into the lineup. So that's a good thing to see. Him and Milliken to the right. The snap. Mikey rolls out to throw, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Johnson. Covered by Pizanka, and Pizanka able to knock it away. And that'll bring up a 4th down for Seymour, 4th down and 9. And the Owls look like they're going to keep their offensive unit out there. 4th and 9 at the 36-yard line. Fourth down and 9. The Owls will keep their offense out there with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Right takes the snap. He rolls to the right. Steps up. Now he's got some pressure. He's going to have to heave it down the field, and he will, and it will be incomplete. He just simply ran out of real estate over there, and good coverage that time by East Central, and he was going to have to throw it, or he's going to step out of bounds and lose the yardage, and at least by throwing it, it comes back to the original line of scrimmage. He was all the way back at midfield when he threw it. And the fact that it's incomplete will at least give East Central the ball a little bit farther back in their own territory at the 36-yard line, where the Trojans will take over 1st and 10. In 10:03 to play here in the second quarter, East Central up 21-0. As Nolan Maples will bring his team to the line. Again, they line up in a tight formation. Mingus, the pitch man, he gets it, bounces it to the inside. He's into the open, and he's going to go. 30, well, maybe not. Yep, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Once he breaks the line of scrimmage, forget it. He is not only is he big, but he is fast as well. He has every tool you would want in a running back, and he's just a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that, Lance?
64-yard
run for Mingus, the 3rd touchdown of the game for the sophomore running back.
He has 3 touchdowns. He has 7 carries for 167 yards already in the quarter and a fourth of the second quarter in.
And to accept the extra points is McPhee. There's the kick. And it is up, and it is good. 9:53 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. Second quarter, it's East Central 28, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Well, the Trojans, for the second time tonight, have a one-play drive. This time it's a 64-yard touchdown run by Mingus. Took 10 seconds off the clock, extra point good. And it's 28-0 as McPhee has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Owls, Aaron Holt. Is that Everett?
Either Everett or Milliken back there.
I don't know if that's Everett Jackson or Milliken.
It's hard to see with the numbers.
I know, the black jerseys with the purple numbers. Aaron Holt or Johnson in the middle. I think it's Everett. There's the kick, and again, Jalen will return it. 20. 25 up the middle, runs over an East Central player, and gets it up to the 30-yard line.
It was Milliken back there, and he actually ran over Milliken.
Was it Milliken he ran over?
It was Milliken. He got ran over right from behind him.
So the Owls will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it at the 31. So Seymour will get it 1st and 10. "31-yard line. Receive 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the shotgun. Ball handed off to a new face in there.
That was 16, Brady Bowles, maybe. Yep, Brady Bowles.
Brody Bowles gets the carry. And he gets a yard up to the 32-yard line. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Two receivers to the right, both sides. In the shotgun is right. He'll send Shelley in motion from right to left. There's the snap. Back to throw. He's got some pressure. Steps up. Now he scrambles out to the left side, tucks it under, and he's not going to get much. Gets it across the 34-yard line, and he got hit pretty good as he went to the sideline.
Kind of tried to lower shoulder again. The defender went for his legs, and then Mikey hit the ground, got twisted up.
Pickup of 3 on the play. We'll give him 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd down for Seymour, 3rd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Mikey's credit, he's still hanging in there. He's a big guy, and he still hangs in there, still out there.
Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Right takes the snap. Back to throw, wants to set up the screen, does so to Hawkins, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, he breaks a tackle and gets the 1st down. That was all Trayshawn. He got hit right as he caught the ball at the 35-yard line, thought he was going to go down, but he ends up breaking the tackle and getting the 1st down. A pickup of 9 and move the sticks. 1st and 10 for Seymour at the 44-yard line.
Like you said, that was all Trayshawn. Someone for maybe a linebacker for East Central got straight through the block, hit him right when he caught it. Trayshawn able to shake him off and juke out another defender to get 9 for the 1st down.
44-yard line. Back to throw. Mikey throws it down the field, and it's intercepted. Intended for Milliken. It looked like Alex stopped his route, and the defender, the safety back there,
Troy Sebastian
playing center field, basically just caught it and was easily
a 6'1" freshman, Troy Sebastian.
Easily picked it off. I don't know whether it was if it was overthrown or if Alex stopped his route, but
I think it might have been a comeback because he stopped, turned, and then looked. It was right over his head.
Maybe Mikey thought it was a different route and threw it high because it was really nowhere near Alex, and Sebastian basically just playing center field made the catch, and East Central has it 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Handoff is right up the middle this time to the fullback, Colton Bellman. And Bellman able to get about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Second down and 6. Ball at the 38-yard line. 38-yard line. This time the hand is to Pizanka. He bounces it to the left side. Runs into a Seymour defender, bounces off of him, and picks up good yardage across midfield up to the 48-yard line.
Be a 14-yard rushing play.
So 14-yard pickup. And it'll bring up a 1st and 10 for East Central as they cross midfield up to the Seymour 48-yard line. There's a hand to Mingus. Mingus breaks a couple tackles, still churning over the left side. About 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Nice pickup there. Nice job by the Owls to corral him.
Not sure who was the first one that was there. He broke the tackle, and Jackson Brock from his safety position came up, hit him hard, and held the wrap around him, make sure he didn't get away, and had some help too. It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. That time Maple came up to the line of scrimmage, and now he's getting the call from the sideline. Play clock at 10. Gets the snap. It's a double handoff to Mingus into the front secondary, and he's gone again. And now we got a flag, and the Owls are going to be called for an unsportsmanlike penalty.
And there's another flag that may go on East Central.
So multiple flags. But anyway, Mingus, how long was that, Lance?
It was 42 yards.
42 yards. And I'm telling you, he is just, once he gets into the secondary, forget it.
He has 9 carries, and 4 of them were touchdown runs.
And a personal foul. We got 2 flags on the play. One of them is, the first one's going to be an unsportsmanlike against the Owls. Dead ball, personal foul against Seymour. Dead ball, personal foul against East Central.
East Central players, I think, was backing up Mingus.
And that was after the play, so they offset. And the touchdown stands for Mingus as McPhee in to kick the extra points with 6:14 to play here in the second quarter. There's the snap. Ball is down, kick is away, and the kick is good. 6:14 to play, second quarter on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's East Central 35, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football.
In a world menaced by cavities and plaque, one team stands ready to combat. Meet the Smile Squad at Jackson County Dental. Brave dentists, Dr. Pierce, Gardner, and Coomer are armed with technology, tackling dental adversities heroically. And protection against decay and oral disease is their mission. Don't surrender to teeth trouble. Align with the Smile Squad at Jackson County Dental. Call for appointments at jacksoncountydental.com. Jackson County Dental, your smile's undaunted defenders.
Trojans drive 64 yards in 4 plays, 1:44 off the clock. And Mingus, his 4th touchdown of the night, this time 34 yards. And it is 35-0. As the Trojans have it teed up at the 40-yard line. If you're wondering, no, there is no running clock in the first half. There is a running clock in tournament play. So, unfortunately, the Owls hopefully maybe can get a score here, and if they don't, we will be at a running clock to start the second half. There's the boots. Taken over
by Aaron
Holtz. Aaron will get it up to the 25, breaks a tackle, and gets brought down at the 29-yard line. And so Seymour will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. 6:08 to play here in quarter number 2. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, double slots with Hawkins and Johnson. There's the snap. It's an option play. Mikey will keep it, but now he's going to be brought down back at the 20-yard line. That was an option play. He was going to keep it, and when he cut to the inside, the defender was there. Then he looked back to pitch it to Jalen, but by that point, Jalen was too far out onto the side. He wasn't able to pitch it, and then he basically had to eat it. And it's a loss of 9 all the way back to the 20-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 19 for Seymour. Clock moving. 5:30 to play here in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the right or left, 1 to the right. Mikey in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws a screen pass to Shelley. And Logan gets hit and brought out of bounds, and he's actually going to lose some yards again. Loss of we'll call it a loss of 1 to the 19-yard line. And they say forward progress was stopped inbound, so the clock moving as we go under 5 minutes. So Seymour faced with a 3rd and 20 now at their own 19-yard line. Their own 19-yard line. Can't imagine East Central doing anything but pinning their ears back and bringing pressure. We'll see. And now a flag on the play. And a false start. The Owls will move back 5 yards even more. So the penalty will send the ball back to the 14-yard line, where it'll bring up a 3rd and 25. And now they wind the clock again. 4:30 to play here in quarter number 2. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the right, 2 to the left, double slots. Johnson, and the handoff is to Hawkins, and he will bring it up across the 15-yard line to about the 19, a pickup of 3, but that'll be well short of the first down, and Owls will bring in the punt team as Mellencamp in to boot it away. East Central's returners back at the 50-yard line. Mitchell can get a boomer off. He's due for a long one. He usually has about 1 a game where he gets into one. Another high snap. This time he pulls it down. Kick is away, and it will bounce and take a good. Seymour bounces off of the defender, but right back into his hands. Oh, my. The return guy for East Central, Ethan Feldkamp, fielded the ball. It bounced off his helmet, and it took a bounce right back to him, and he was able to get it. Alex Milliken was right down there, and I thought maybe Alex was going to be able to get the loose ball, but Feldkamp was able to get on it and secure the ball for East Central. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line with 3:30 to play. I'm sure they would like to score again just to assure the running clock and probably get some of the younger guys in the second half. The hand is to Mingus. That's a good start. There he goes. Unbelievable. He's not going to go all the way this time. Well, maybe not. There's a flag coming in. We're going to have a penalty on East Central down the field. But Mingus took it from the 46-yard line all the way inside the 20. And he should have been stopped about a 4-yard gain, but he just somehow finds a way to get into the hole.
It would be a 38-yard run.
Well, it'll be brought back. It's definitely going to be a block in the back or some hold or something. I mean, where the flag came, there was nobody was around him for a face mask or anything like that. So it's going to be a block in the back. Even the East Central players are walking back. And they put the flag down at the 30, which means they'll move it back. This official down here has it marked at the 37. Nope, they mark it down at the 40. So
would that be a 14-yard run for Mingus or just a penalty?
Give him. Yeah, he would get a 23-yard run.
23-yard?
Yeah, 23-yard run, and then the rest of it is because of penalty.
Oh, okay.
He got it to the 30 essentially, and then 10 yards back. So hand it off to him again, and this time he is brought down right at the line, close to the line of scrimmage, a 3-yard pickup. So you give the rushing yardage to the spot of the foul because he got to that point, and then the rest of that doesn't count for him. It's 10 yards back from there. So from the original line of scrimmage to where they put the flag down, yes. And I was always confused by that, too, and how you actually judge that from a statistical standpoint. And off to Mingus. This time he's going to try the right side, and another flag will come in. And Mingus is brought down at the 25, but that'll be coming back again. A holding penalty will bring the ball back. And they'll obviously want to bring it back because the carry was a first down. Here's a holding penalty, so that'll cost them again 10 yards. So they'll bring the ball back to the 48-yard line, and that's where East Central now has a 2nd down and 18, and they'll wind the clock with 2:30 to play here in the first half. This time Maple in the shotgun. Hands to Mingus, and he is hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage that time. Pickup of 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 15 for East Central at the Seymour 45. Trojans in no hurry, trying to get this down to as close as they can. They'll actually get the ball first to start the second half. Maple in the shotgun. Haven't seen this until now. Mingus to his right. Back to throw. Throws it down the field, intended for Feldman, and it's incomplete. Nice defense down there by
Devin Jackson.
I
was about to say, they only threw the ball once before that, and that was that little trickery down here on the other side of the field. So that was his first true pass from the quarterback.
They don't throw it much.
And there's no need to.
And what we've seen, they don't need to throw it much when you're running it as well as they are. Now, they have to, and I honestly, let's face it, they're going to advance past tonight. They're going to have to, if they want to advance in this tournament, they're going to have to be able to throw the ball more, because especially if they get to the regional round and whatever. There's a kick that'll go inside the 20-yard line, and it'll roll down to about the 14. He purposely ran up to the right and kicked it soft, and it goes inside Feldkamp, the punter, and Seymour will take over 1st and 10.
It was a low line drive punt with a lot of top spin. So it took that bounce. It took about 20-yard roll for them.
It was by design. And East Central will take over 1st and 10, or Seymour will take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And we'll see what Seymour will do here with 1:35 to play here in the second quarter. Double slots. Hawkins and Johnson. The hand is to Jalen. Tries to bounce it to the outside and simply has no room. Second down and 10. Have to pile about 5 or 6 guys on the pile, pulling up one at a time.
It's going to happen when they're trying to tackle Jalen.
Seymour is content to take this into the locker room, I think. As we go under a minute, 2nd down and 11. Yeah. Wright takes the snap. It's a low snap. Hands to Trayshawn. Trayshawn brings it up here to the 15-yard line. Logan Shelley was all the way back here about the East Central 40-yard line.
I think that was Alex Milliken.
Or Milliken.
I think the DB, I don't think it was a pass maybe or something.
The DB was running with him, doing his job. 3rd down and 9. Seymour has to run a play. The play clock is about 2 seconds ahead of the game clock. So, Yaz will have to run a play here on 3rd down, but looks like they're just content to probably run it again. Johnson and Milliken, the slots with him. The hand is to Jalen, tries to get it to the right side. He is swarmed over by 3 East Central players, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, it's East Central 35, Seymour nothing. Back to Bullitt Stadium in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Halftime here with the Owls trailing East Central by a score of 35-0. Ryan Mingus was given a lot of high praise coming into this game as a really good back, 1,200 yards on the season, and he has certainly not disappointed. 4 touchdowns in the first half. Lance will have some stats coming up at halftime, but it's been his show, and the East Central Trojans in front by a score of 35-0. Our Prosperity Financial Insurance and Investment Halftime Show. Tonight, we are pleased to be joined by Seymour swim coach Dave Boggs in his 41st year as the head swim coach at Seymour High School. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Coach Boggs. It's our halftime show interview here again, halftime. East Central 35, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Rooted in Jackson County, Prosperity Financial aims to provide exceptional service and guidance to all who come through our doors. Retirement planning, wealth management, college planning, life insurance, and Social Security analysis are just a few of the services we offer. Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and myself, Ryan Benter, are here to help. We're located at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or give us a call at 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities, LLC. Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
For over a century, J.C. Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the J.C. Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Halftime here as the Owls take on East Central in our fall sports spotlight. And I say fall sports. I'm used to saying fall, but we've moved into the winter sports now. And tonight we're going to talk swimming. And with me is Seymour swim coach Dave Boggs in his 41st year at Seymour, 48th year after this winter season. I'll ask it to you again. Does it seem like year one? Here it is, year 41?
I don't know how to even answer that. It's gone by so fast in a way, and it's been a great experience here at Seymour.
Yeah, obviously, just looking at some of the copy points that you left me here, 13 All-Americans, 67 academic All-Americans. You've had some really good ones come through the Seymour High School program, both in the pool and certainly in the classroom.
Yes, we have. We've been very fortunate in that, and that we do stress academics, number one,
Sure.
Because 20 years from now, that's what's going to be your career. So we stress grades, we stress test scores.
Let's talk a little bit about this team, the teams coming up. Now, practice started this Monday?
Yes.
Is that right?
This
Monday, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So practice officially begins, kind of like any other sport, though. I mean, swimming is something that is even done in the summer. I mean, it's done year-round. There really isn't a season other than for the high school season it's so forth. But this is something, obviously, these guys swim year-round, don't they?
Yes, most of them do. And like most sports, they have a good summer season or chance to get together and practice and improve their skill sets.
Last year's teams, boys 15-2, girls 14-2-1. I see here the second best combined record at Seymour High School. Obviously, those are really two great seasons you had last year.
Yes, they were. The kids really came through well. We had great leadership last year from our seniors. And what I started doing a few years ago, I put the girls and records together, and last year, like you said, second best ever combined season we've had.
Yeah, that's incredible. When you look at seasons, and I know talking with you in the past, obviously records are great, but really the season meets it all kind of in preparation for conference and tournament when it comes down to it, isn't it?
Well, that's my philosophy.
Sure.
We do what we can in the dual meets, but we're going to really fine-tune and prepare for our best at sectionals and state.
Yeah. Obviously, when you look at what you have coming back, every team's going to lose. Every swim team's going to lose some. But you've got 22 girls back and 15 boys back. So, again, anticipating what hope to be is going to be a successful season.
Both teams, we're going to have really good depth. We're not going to have any weak points, really. So our depth is going to be our best strength. So we should be very solid in the dual meet schedule.
And that's one thing about swimming, and we've talked about this in the past. The swimming is an event, and whatever event you're swimming in, you have the opportunity to win that spot simply by your how your speed is and by racing. And it's not a matter of, sometimes it's not a matter of coach's opinion. It's a matter of how fast you go in the pool.
Yes, purely swimming is objective. So after each meet, they get their splits and their points and season rankings. They know exactly how they stand. So in off meets, we will try to mix it up a little bit and find some surprises. And then for the big meets, we'll go with our best lineup we can throw at them.
41 years, obviously things have changed over the 41 years from when you started. Let me ask you this. Do you still remember your first meet at Seymour High School? Is that something that you always remember? I mean, as far as, do you remember that first year? Let me ask you that.
The first year, yeah, just getting to know everybody and the area down here, things like that, but now I feel, this is home.
It sure is. And 41 years, you've seen changes in high school swimming. Obviously, some good, some that you probably haven't agreed with over the years. But when you're dealing with the changes, sometimes does it get easier as you move along in your career as coaching?
I think it does. Hopefully, I'm better prepared. I know what's coming. I have a set schedule. With the technology, it helps make it easier. So I got a whole year laid out from September to August and what has to be done each month. I have our days scheduled. I got down pretty much to a fine science now.
Yeah, and it's a matter now. You have a game, and I really don't know if I've ever asked you this or not, but as far as your coaching style each particular year, you just kind of laid it out there. You have an idea on what you want to do from day one to when you put them out there to go for sectionals, don't you?
Yeah, for the most part, I do. About 4 years ago, I got bored, I guess you could say, and rewrote all my workouts except for the special ones, like over the holidays and our taper, which is like the last 3-4 weeks of the season. Taper is good. I'm not messing with that. So challenged myself to come up with new workouts, just to be different. So that's worked out really well, and keep going with those.
Let me ask you this: at what point do you feel like kids need to know what stroke they're going to participate in? As far as you got some that obviously do multiple, and just recently with the Olympics being held, and you see all those different strokes. Is there a particular point that you would like the kids to start to dwell in and trying to perfect that particular stroke?
That is a really good question. You just don't know. It's Mother Nature, how they develop, how much time they put in, and just how things, end up down the road. You just don't know.
you've had some success in all the strokes. I know you've had some success in the breaststroke. You've had Olympic qualifiers, Olympic qualifier in that stroke. But is there a particular stroke that you prefer, that you like best, or you like watching as not just as a coach but as a swimming fan?
I like them all, really. Obviously, that's a good, pat answer. But I've always been pretty much a sprint, freestyle, and breaststroke coach. Okay.
Let me ask you this personally. Did you have a chance to go up to obviously you probably went up to the swim trials. What was that experience like?
Indianapolis did a great job with trials, as I knew they would. We've been talking about doing this for the last 10 or 12 years, and finally we're able to wrestle it back from Omaha. The venue was phenomenal. The USA swimmers swam very well. The kids we had go up, and some worked it, some just went up to watch, had a great time. We got to swim it. Actually, we got to be in the pool the last day in the morning, and got to swim a little bit with the ex-Olympians. So we got to meet a lot of the ex-Olympians again, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, everybody I've talked to, we gave away tickets at the radio station for those at the event. Everybody we talked to said it was well done and really just run perfectly. And, we've talked over the years, anytime you have an Olympics, you maybe get a little increase in swimming. People that maybe are interested in swimming, or you get a little more general interest, and you call that the Olympic bump, right?
Right, correct. So we had a nice size turnout this year, and we're very pleased with what we got, and hopefully they'll stick with it, and they'll learn about swimming, and if anything, hopefully just become better swimmers and be drown proof.
I've asked you this before. See, the practice officially started on Monday. Do you get kids that come out that have never swam before? They just want to see what it's like?
Yeah, we have announcements out and this and that, and of course the kids are recruiting a little bit. So we get several kids who I've never seen day one. And they might have had experience with middle school just a little bit, and that's been it. Or they never swam prairie and want to try it out. So we take everybody.
As far as, when you talk basketball and you talk football and baseball, you always have the middle school programs. And do we have a middle school program, or is it all club-based?
It's middle school. We started that about 30 years ago, and it's for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders now, and we've gotten some good kids from that program.
Good. Well, I know especially during the winter when I'm here for basketball, the majority, you see kids coming in and out of the pool every night, it seems like. So from a club standpoint, that seems to be going just as well as it always has been.
Yeah, we have, our set times for all the practices, and very tight schedule, if you will, so we can keep, the time here to a minimum and get kids back home and after, in the evening time.
I would never ask you to comment specifically on any particular swimmer, but as you look at a season, as you come up, do you look at it? Obviously, the goal is to try to qualify as many swimmers as you can to the state meet to get them out of sectional. Do you have an idea when the season starts, particular swimmers or how many that you would like to see or has a potential of making it to the state finals? Yeah,
we do. It's a little bit early yet for that, but we kind of know who's coming back, and we kind of know from club swimming who's coming in.
And whether they're
so we have an idea. Yeah, just like with any other sport, you see with their feeder programs, and you kind of know what's coming. So we have an idea, and we're very fortunate to have 3 most valuables back this year.
Yeah,
so we're expecting a lot from them.
Yeah, obviously, and we'll just mention Addie Castetter on the women's side and Colin Hartung and Leigh Mellencamp were named most valuable swimmers last year, and they returned. So expectations are high, a lot of hope with this year's swim team. Coach, I'll ask you one more time. Whenever you decide to give it up, they need to put a statue of you in the pool. I know you're far from accolades, but I'll give you one because I think you're just remarkable, and what you've done and the things that people say that you've done with this program are incredible. I know you're retired from teaching now, so it's just swim only. So that means you probably got a few more years in you, right?
A few more, I'll say.
We'll leave it at that. Coach, as always, I appreciate the time you give us. Best of luck this year, and hoping we'll talk to you from time to time.
Thanks, Jay. Go Owls. Let's get some points.
You bet. Seymour coach Dave Boggs, 41st year beginning here at Seymour High School, and remarkable the career that he's had, and he'll lead another group of talented swimmers this year. We're back with more as we continue second half from Bullitt Stadium. You're listening to 92.7 WXKU.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest. To us at New Legacy.
Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets now for upcoming shows at the Jackson Live and Events Center, including Sarah Patrick, November 9th, and Confederate Railroad, November 30th. JacksonLiveandEvents.com.
Bob Pointer Family Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium as we are just about ready for second half action as Seymour will kick off to open the second half. And again, we are going to be under a running clock with the East Central Trojans up 35-0. Couple update scores. So Franklin leads Columbus East 28-17. That game in the second half. The winner of this, obviously East Central, the winner of this will play the winner of that game. And East Central will host either Columbus East or Franklin. Also a score from Brownstown, undefeated. Brownstown and Paoli both 10-0. The Braves over Paoli 28-25. That game in the late third quarter, I'm assuming.
Probably close to the fourth quarter.
We'll keep you posted if we hear any updates. And it's just a quick thought on the stats. Mingus, what was his numbers in the first half?
19 carries for 12 carries for 145 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the thing is, Seymour actually ran 12 more plays than East Central, mainly because East Central had 2 one-play drives and a lot of quick play drives, too.
So the Trojans will get the ball to start. Now let's see what they decide to do with their offense. If they bring in some different guys, it's different in the tournament because during the regular season, you have to wait till the fourth quarter to play your JV players, so they will be eligible. They'll be eligible to play for the JV game. And tournament time, you can bring them in second half if you want to. And
it's like some of the JV are in.
I was going to say, I don't see Mingus out there. So Mingus is the one I was wondering if he would come back out, and I don't see him out there. So quarterback is still Nolan Maple. And right up the middle goes Aaron Meyer, the backup running back, and he takes it into football territory. Then he loses the football. It's loose on the field and picked up by Seymour.
I believe that was forced by Aaron Holt, I do believe.
Yeah, Aaron Holt forced the fumble, and Will Mahoney got the recovery. So right off the bat, Aaron Meyer was taking that one in. That was 18, wasn't it?
No, it was number 12.
Oh, was it 12?
It was number 12, yeah.
Okay. Well, whoever it was fumbled it, and Seymour gets the ball 1st and 10 at the East Central 36-yard line. So a good start defensively for the Owls here in the second half, and let's see what Seymour does.
Still be 30 rushing yards, right? So they go with 40.
Yep. Mikey right in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands the ball up across the middle to Trayshawn Hawkins, who runs it up across the 40-yard line, up to the 40-yard line. We'll give him 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. In the Owls send Milliken out to the right. Rocky and Shelley to the left. Double slots with Johnson and Hawkins. Mikey takes the snap. Hands to Jalen. Tries to bounce it around the left side and will find little yards. And now we get a holding penalty going to be called on Seymour. Yeah, I know. Holding penalty on the Owls will give them back 10 yards. So nullify the short gain, and they'll actually take the penalty. And the clock continues to run. Before you look up there, you don't look up there after a couple plays. You look up, there's like 3 minutes gone from the previous time. So ball moved back to the 29-yard line. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 17 for Seymour. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, double slots. There's the snap. Back to throw is Mikey. Throws it out to Johnson, who makes the catch. And Jalen has close to a 1st down. Fights his way up to the sticks. Actually, no, it's going to be short.
No, 2 yards short.
Yeah, the stick fell. The 1st down marker fell down, so I thought it was a little bit farther down the field. 15-yard gain will bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Owls at the 44-yard line.
So you were close. It is close to the stick still, 2 yards away.
Well, whoever was on the yard marker over there let it fall because the play was coming that direction. So when it fell, I thought it was a little closer to where it was a couple yards away. So 3rd down and 2, same formation as before in double slots. Lee Central pressing the line of scrimmage. The hand again to Jalen. Again tries to bounce it to the outside. It's not going to get anywhere. Going to lose a yard. Maybe they'll give him the line of scrimmage, so no yards on the carry. And it'll be a 4th down now for the Owls, and obviously Seymour will keep their offensive unit out there and go for it. 4th down, 2. Ball at the 44-yard line. Clock moving with 7:40 and counting to play here in the 3rd quarter. Receivers, 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Mikey in the shotgun takes the snap, back to throw. He gets hit just as he releases it. Hawkins makes the catch, but he's going to have the 1st down. Needed 2, he got 2. Boy, Mikey took a hit that time by a linebacker. That was, we called his name, Cole Sebastian, who bolted through there and hit Mikey just as he threw it. But as he released it, Hawkins made the catch and fought forward to the 1st down. And the Owls will have it 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. And
give Mikey credit. East Central are hitting really, really hard. They are a really physical team, and Mikey's taking a lot of those hits. But to his credit, he's sticking in there. He's taking them hits, and he's staying in the game.
Play clock actually runs down to 0, and the Owls are going to have to take a timeout. They're a little late getting the play in. 6:43 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard here in the 3rd quarter. The Central 35, Seymour nothing. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Many companies already rely on Saiho Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Saiho Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit saiho.org today.
6:43 to play, 3rd quarter. The Owls will have a 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. East Central in front by a score of 35-0. And we are under a running clock. We did find out, though, it does actually stop after the extra point, which Lance was right. Injuries after the extra point and end of quarter. And now a low snap. And Mikey will have to fall on it. Back at the 38-yard line, that ball bounced up to him.
It bounced on the ground. It didn't even bounce up. Hit the ground and just rolled right between his legs.
Nice job there to stay with it and prevent the ball being turned over. Loss of 8 on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 18 now for Seymour, back at their own 38-yard line. Mentioned the winner of this game will play the winner of Franklin Columbus East. Franklin up 28-17 last we heard.
Score update, Brownstown scored 35-25 with 9 minutes to go.
The battle of unbeatens over there at Blevins Memorial Stadium. Mikey rolls out to the left, got some pressure. Now he's just going to throw it out of bounds. He gets hit, and a flag will come down. And it'll be a late hit.
Roughing the passer.
On East Central.
And just got noticed, Brownstown got an interception. So 9 minutes to go, up 10. Looking to chew the clock, 9 minutes to go.
So the Trojans will be called for a roughing the passer 15-yard penalty. That'll get Seymour well, actually, it will not be a first down. Not an automatic first down in high school, but does the down count? That's the question. Will it be 3rd and 3 or 4th and 3? I think it should be 3rd and 3, shouldn't it?
It should be.
Well, it's not an automatic first down in high school. It's 15 yards.
It would be 2nd and 3.
No, it was 3rd down. It was 3rd and 18. So they'll move it.
No, they're giving it an automatic first down.
They are giving him a first down. So maybe the personal foul means if pass interference is not a first down. Maybe the personal foul is an automatic first down. Next year, I'm going to get a list of all the high school officiating rules up here so I know what I'm talking about.
Here.
Mikey Wright takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Jalen. Jalen hurdles the defender.
I don't think you can do that.
And that will be a penalty. Yeah, you can't jump over a defender. It looked good.
I think Jalen's
asking the question why, but no, you can't.
Then he went low.
You can't hurdle. You can't hurdle a defender. That's something I have more. I have seen that call before. And when it happened the first time, I couldn't figure out why they were calling a penalty, but that is a penalty. What's that?
So Brownstown player, 65-yard touchdown run, 42-25. So looks like they're pulling away.
All of a sudden, the Braves, they can score points in a hurry.
14 unanswered.
Certainly, if they win that game, you think they have a really good shot at winning the sectional. That Paoli matchup was 2 10-0 teams.
I think they're going to have to travel to Tell City.
Yeah, but Tell City's an average team at best. So I think Brownstown's got a chance. They might run into Indianapolis Lutheran, either the regional or semi-state. So
still first down, 5-yard penalty?
Yeah. And the shotgun is Mikey. Throws it out to Max Coates, who wants to throw it, and he throws it out of bounds. So they lined Max Coates, and now they're going to throw a penalty flag in the backfield. For what?
I don't know. He may say grounding, but he was outside the pocket and the ball got past line.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be a holding or something. They can't call grounding there. He was outside the pocket and the ball went past the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So they may have given a holding or a block in the back against the Owls.
Yeah, he's walking to the flag. I think maybe wave it off.
And they are going to wave it off. But I think that's what they were going to call was grounding, and there's no way that can be grounding. So it brings up a second down now and 14 for Seymour back at their own 49. And again, the clock continues to move as we're down to 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Hawkins and Johnson split the slots. The hand is to Hawkins. He will run it up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets it into the secondary down to the 36-yard line, and that's going to be close to a first down, and I think it will be. 15-yard complete or 15-yard run that time for Trayshawn, and it gives the Owls a first down at the East Central 36-yard line. Nice hard run that time by Trayshawn. One thing about this Seymour team, they will not quit. We saw it 2 weeks ago. Scored on the last play from scrimmage against South, and they will continue to battle until there are zeros on the clock. That is for sure. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hawkins, the lone setback this time. Mikey back to throw. Rolls out to the right. Now he's going to be fleshed way out to the right. Tries to get rid of it. And it's incomplete. Hawkins was there in the area. And now it'll be incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line. As we go under a minute here in the third quarter.
Show you the running clock. This will be play number 10 for Seymour, and they've taken 10 and a half minutes off the clock.
Yeah, whereas East Central got the ball. One play, they fumbled on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. The Owls have kept the ball from that point on. Handoff to Jalen. He gets hit this time at the line of scrimmage and will be brought down, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10, and that will be the final play of the third quarter if the Owls choose to allow it to be, unless they run a play out there quickly, and I can't imagine them doing so. And then, he pointed to the clock and said, let's take this to the end of the third quarter. We've played 3 quarters. It's Seymour trailing East Central 35-0. We'll make sure they don't run a play here. They actually come to the line of scrimmage, and they don't get the snap off. They were going to run it, but it didn't get it off before the quarter ends. Now we'll go to break. 35-0 East Central. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Don't be part of the 80% of homeowners neglecting their roof. Choose Royalty Roofing, experts in roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Let the specialists at Royalty Roofing deal with your roofing issues and your insurance. Budget-friendly finance options. We make quality roofing easy. Dial 812-523-8392 or visit royaltyroofing.com today to schedule your installation. Royalty Roofing, protecting what's precious underneath.
At Stoll Insurance, we focus on the farm and agribusiness insurance market. Whether you own a grain operation, hog confinement, livestock, or hobby farm, we work with industry-leading carriers that know and understand the risk you have. We take the time to individually learn about your operations in order to best protect you. Call or stop by today to talk to one of our farm agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, or Chris Stahl, at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour, or we can be reached at 812-524-0692.
Why should everyone have an annual eye exam? Various diseases can be detected early through a comprehensive eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, the doctors look for signs or symptoms for various diseases, not just for the eyes. Through an eye exam, you are able to detect diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, tumors, and stroke. Do not delay. Call Connor Smith Eye Center today for an eye exam. 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Ready for fourth quarter action. Seymour with a 3rd and 10 at the East Central 35. Mikey straight back to throw. Wants to set up the screen. Finds Johnson. Jalen takes it across the 30 and will get it out of bounds. Going to be close to the first down. Jalen kind of got tangled up back there with the chains.
It was actually, he got pushed out of bounds and ran into the kicking net.
The kicking net. Yeah, there it is. I saw him get tangled up. I thought it was a chain, but yeah, you're right. It was the kicking net.
So they're going to give him 11 for the first down.
Oh, they're going to give him the first down. Oh, they do. They say he went out of bounds at the 25. So give Jalen Johnson 11 on the carry on 3rd and 10 and a first down for Seymour at the East Central 25-yard line. And with the running clock, the Owls have had this basically the entire second half. East Central ran one play, fumbled, and the Owls have had it since then.
Over 12 minutes now.
Over 12 minutes on the drive.
12th play.
And now a whistle. And again, the clock doesn't stop for penalties. So we've had, 4 penalties in the second half, so the clock continues to move even during the penalties. So the Owls with the false start will bring it back to the 30-yard line, but again, the clock continues to move. I don't know that the clock has stopped one. We called a timeout, didn't we?
We called a timeout, and that's about it.
That's the only time the clock has stopped.
Uh-huh.
So basically, the third quarter took almost 12 minutes.
A little over 12 minutes.
A little over 12 minutes.
13 minutes, yep.
However long the timeout was, maybe 13 minutes. Mikey in the shotgun, throws it down the field, and it's going to be intercepted. And back for the Trojans, whoever it is might go the distance. It's got a one. Nope, going to be run out of bounds. at the 40-yard line. Got a flag down, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. That was
Gavin Berting.
Gavin Berting on the interception. There's a flag back at the 35-yard line. That's going to be on the Trojans during the return.
I think things may be getting a little heated.
So legal block in the back is going to be called on East Central during the return. So they'll short this one out. The penalty was laid down at the 37, so you mark it from there, and they will. East Central will start 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. And if we had a new quarterback, I think the quarterback's going to say the same. We got a new backfield, though. Is that still number 3? Is that Nolan Maple?
It looks like a different number, but I can't.
I know.
It doesn't look like 3.
It doesn't look like. I think this might be Ben Bond.
Maybe like a
it is.
6.
It's Ben Bond, who is a sophomore. And another flag, and this has been an ugly second half from a penalty standpoint. That'll cost the Trojans 5 yards. Mark it back to the 22-yard line. Bond, a 5'10", 183-pound sophomore.
We had 5 penalties in that first half, and in that quarter, plus that one, total of 5 already in the second half. So
the clock moves the entire time. There's the snap. The handoff is to Colton Bellman, and he gets stuffed by the Owls defense at the 25-yard line. Yeah, Colton Bellman.
Oh, they have 2 number 12s on the roster.
They have 2 of every number out there.
I keep on looking, thinking you're saying the wrong name. I'm looking, it's like wait, what? Yeah, they have 2 number 12s, 2 number 19s, 2 number 18, 16, 15.
Well, they have,
14.
like I said, they have 250 kids on the roster. They can only dress 95, and they have 95 kids over there. 85, I'm sorry. You can dress 85 kids. And they have every bit of that. Bond's going to throw it, and it's, nearly intercepted. I think that was Mahoney who stepped in front of the pass, much to the dismay of his sister. And Will caught that. He might have been able to take that one to the house. There was a lot of green out there. Getting a lot of praise from his sister. I missed her this year. She normally did the streaming. I want to enjoy Will's senior season, which I understand. So, but she'll be back next year. Bond again back to throw. Wants to set up the screen, and it's incomplete. Curtis Burke had the intended receiver, which was Bellman.
Brent Riley was there as well.
That'll bring up a 4th down, and the Trojans will be forced to punt.
No, it's a 35-0 game. But I'm still out there seeing football players holding up their fists before it down. Still having fun out there, even though it's a 35-point game.
Still playing. First punt of the game for the Trojans. Ethan Feldkamp is their punter. Actually, I take it back. They had a punt in the end of the first half where they did the little squibber inside the 20. This one will bounce and go inside the 30-yard line, so another nice roll. The rugby-style kicker takes the punt. He runs about 6 or 7 steps to the right and kind of gets a running start and angles the kick.
Also helps prevent a return from the other team.
So the Owls will take over, and now they're going to be up against the clock because we have moved under 6 minutes to play, and the clock will move the entire time. So the Owls, only time they can stop it is a timeout.
Here, this is only the 4th possession of the whole second half.
And they have 2 timeouts left, so this will be the final possession of the year for the Owls. We'll see if Seymour can finish. It'll be a nice way to finish the year with a touchdown on their final possession. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mikey in the shotgun. Hawkins next to him. Back to throw his right. Got some pressure. Rolls out to the left. Throws it, and it's incomplete. It's intended for Milliken. Dangerous throw there across the body.
Knight and Houston, the deflection.
Incomplete pass will bring up second down and 10. If I already say incomplete pass will stop the clock, but that's not the case. Brownstown has scored again, apparently 49-28. So they are on their way, or 48-25, missed extra points. So the Braves look like they're on their way. Haven't heard anything from Franklin or Oklahoma Season updated, but still 28-17. But East Central will be at home next week, no matter who their opponent is. And they will be favored to win that, no doubt. 3 receivers this time, trips to the left. Back to throw is right. Steps up, throws it down the field, intended for Jalen, but it's overthrown and incomplete. And that'll bring up a third down and 10. And the Owls will face a third down at their own 29-yard line. As far as Seymour, they will finish with a 4-6 record. Two receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Mikey in the shotgun. Charlie Rocky goes in motion from left to right. There's the snap, back to throw. Got some pressure, rolls out to the left. Now he unleashes it, and it's incomplete, intended for Milliken. And it'll bring up a 4th and 10 for the Owls. And again, I'm sure they'll keep their offense out there and try to go. I don't need to punt it now. One last grasp here as the Owls will have a 4th and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Clock moves inside 3 minutes to play here in this ball game. And now a whistle, and Seymour's going to take a timeout. We want to get a play here to try to get a first down here. We'd love to finish strong. So we'll step aside 30 seconds. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football.
A mortgage is a long-term commitment. You want the best for your family, so why would you settle for anything less than the best when it comes to your mortgage lender? At the People's Bank, we put our customers first and help find the perfect product just for you. With the wide variety of mortgage products we offer, there's no way the People's Bank cannot meet your individual needs. See one of our experienced mortgage loan originators today to find out how the People's Bank can make your house hunting experience much easier. The People's Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
4th and 10 for the Owls at their own 29, I should say. 3 receivers to the left. The snap, it's low. Mikey has it, steps up. He's got a clean pocket. Now he has to force it out. Flag will come down. Incomplete pass. That's going to be a holding penalty, I think, on the Owls anyway. East Central will decline that and will take over. 1st and 10, and as they try to decipher what the penalty is, the clock will continue to run, and I think it will get to a point where East Central can take a knee. By the time they
below 2 minutes, they'll be able to take 3 knees to end it.
And by the time they set the play, it's declined. By the time they set the play clock, I think East Central can take 3 knees and be done with it. They might have to run a play. They look like they're in victory formation. I think they are.
Game clock should start at 40, right?
After
they take the knee?
It'll switch to 40 after. There we go. So now they can, it goes under knees. 2 minutes. They can take 3 knees and we'll be done. I hope they're going to run it though instead. And
Zamir Whitaker
and he gets brought to the ground.
Either him or Will Lawless. Whatever one you want to call.
Whichever one you want to pick. One of the 2 guys, number 22 on the roster. I didn't have either one.
They both say running back / DB. So
and I didn't have either one of them on my my chart here, my favorite charts. So you take your pick on who you want to have, who this 22 is.
All right, 22.
If mom and dad listens to us online, they can call at the station and say, hey, that's not the right guy. Again, the handoff is up the middle to Alex Kuhn this time, and he gets brought back. And will go under a minute. Play clock at 40, so they'll have to they can take one snap and take a knee, and that'll be it. They actually can take a knee now because the play clock is at 25, game clock is at 48, so by the time they take a snap and take a knee, it'll go under 40, and they won't have to run another play. And they actually waited until it got under 40 seconds before they went to the line of scrimmage, and now I think they're telling the official, we're going to take a knee. And he takes the snap, goes to the knee, and that will take care of things here tonight. Franklin, by the way, is up 42-17 on East with 4 minutes to play. So
pulling away.
East Central will host Franklin next week for the sectional 4A, sectional 14 sectional title. They will be favored in that game next week as well. And again, East Central certainly proved their dominance tonight as they score early and often. And the final score reads East Central 35, Seymour nothing. Back to start our postgame show in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
In a world menaced by cavities and plaque, one team stands ready to combat. Meet the Smile Squad at Jackson County Dental. Brave dentists, Dr. Pierce, Gardner, and Coomer are armed with technology, tackling dental adversities heroically. And protection against decay and oral disease is their mission. Don't surrender to teeth trouble. Align with the Smile Squad at Jackson County Dental. Call for appointments at jacksoncountydental.com. Jackson County Dental, your smile's undaunted defenders.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, proud to be the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for the Seymour Owls.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
Many companies already rely on Seymour Insurance Services to connect them with high-quality, innovative, and affordable health care. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seymour Insurance Services. And not only do we provide flexible and affordable health benefit solutions for companies of all sizes, we also offer a wide range of products and services, including comprehensive third-party administration, fully insured plan options, and a local support staff, among many others. Let our local team help you navigate their healthcare needs today. Call us at 812-378-7070 or visit sciho.org today.
Back here at East Central, or back here at Seymour, where the East Central Trojans defeat the Owls tonight by a final score of 35-0, scoring all their points in the first half. And essentially, with the running clock in the second half, Seymour had a nice long drive in the third quarter, but that was to be it. This was a game that we knew coming in it was going to be a tough challenge for the Owls. East Central, of course, the two-time defending Class 4A state champion, and moving up to Class 5A with the success factor. And they came in here. We knew they had a strong running game. Their offensive line was big. Ryan Mingus, their running back, is sophomore, over 1,200 yards rushing on the season. And he certainly proved to be a big factor, and the Owls simply could not stop him. Mingus on the first play, first time he touched the ball tonight, took it 55 yards for a touchdown. He had another sequence where he got one play drive, and he took it for a 54-yard touchdown run. 4 touchdowns tonight for the sophomore. And, of course, you think, boy, a sophomore, he could have played last year as a freshman, quite honestly, but there was a kid by the name of Miners who was Mr. Football for East Central, a running back. And so he didn't get a chance to play last year, but he certainly is this year, and he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. East Central will advance to play Franklin.
Brownstown.
Okay. Will advance to play Franklin in the sectional championship game. Franklin 48-17 last I heard on Columbus East. So they pulled away late in the second half. East Central will host Franklin next Friday night for the 4A sectional 14 championship, and they'll be favored to win that game. Franklin 3-6 coming in, although East was 6-3, and Franklin played as a tough schedule, but East Central will certainly be favored in that game as well. And then you're looking ahead to a possible regional matchup with either Decatur Central or Plainfield. Those two teams, matter of fact, I don't think they play tonight, but they'll play in the sectional. They're ranked number 4 and number 5, both in the 4A poll. So we'll certainly see possibly one of them in the regional, which could be a tough challenge for them, but we'll see what happens. But we'll concentrate now as we move now the postgame on the Seymour football team, finishing with a 4-6 record. Obviously, the senior class, a lot of excitement over the last few years. As sophomores, they captured the first conference title for the Seymour team for a long time. They were the group that knocked off part of the group that knocked off Columbus East and broke that long winning streak that the Olympians had.
Was it 99?
Yeah.
That would have made it 100?
Yeah, back 2 years ago. A lot of guys in this senior class that have played a lot of football, and anytime you play your final match, and you experienced it, Lance, down at Castle, it's tough. You play that last time, you put on the uniform for the last time to represent Seymour High School, and it doesn't go your way. I mean,
it's the last time you're playing with your buddies.
Yeah,
4 years with them.
Tough. It's tough, and it's always going to be tough, but you certainly have to look back at the positive things that they have done. And
winning conference, yep.
Obviously, Jalen Johnson, some of them will go on to play basketball or other winter sports. Others will go on to play spring sports. But last time you put on that football uniform, and it's a tough night and an emotional night. And I certainly wish all of those seniors the best as they move on. But as far as the hours, and we'll get Coach Moore up here in just a couple of minutes. But you you take about a week or so to dissect the loss, and then you move on. You have to get ready for next year, and you start filling the holes on what you have, what you lose as far as seniors go, and you start to fill the holes and start to see who's going to be taking their spots, and I know certainly something the coaching staff will do over the next month or so. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Lance will have a look at stats. Coach Moore will join us as well as we continue on the postgame show here on 92.7 WXKU.
For over a century, JC Bank has proudly served our communities, including partnering with our local high schools to support student athletes. From thrilling touchdowns to game-winning goals, we're cheering for our teams every step of the way. We've been your trusted financial partner since 1900, providing top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Stop in today and experience the JC Bank difference, or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rooted in Jackson County, Prosperity Financial aims to provide exceptional service and guidance to all who come through our doors. Retirement planning, wealth management, college planning, life insurance, and Social Security analysis are just a few of the services we offer. Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and myself, Ryan Benter, are here to help. We're located at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or give us a call at 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities, LLC. Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets now for upcoming shows at the Jackson Live and Events Center, including Sarah Patrick, November 9th, and Confederate Railroad, November 30th. JacksonLiveandEvents.com. And back here at Bullitt Stadium, where the Owls fall tonight to East Central by a score of 35-0. Lance, final look at game statistics tonight.
We'll start with East Central. Their quarterback, Nolan Maple, only threw the ball one time. He was 0 of 1. Their backup quarterback, Ben Bond, threw the ball 2 times in the second half as a team total 0 of 4. But with that being said, really didn't need to throw the ball that much, considering Ryan Minguez had 12 carries for 145 yards and 4 touchdowns all in the first half. Did not see the field once in the second half. Colton Bellman had 8 carries for 93 yards. As a team, they had 23 carries for 252 yards, averaging 10.96 yards per carry, with a team total 5 touchdowns. Seymour, Mikey was 9 of 19 for 55 yards and 2 interceptions. Receiving the ball, Jalen Johnson led the team with 4 catches for 33 yards. Logan had 3 catches for 11 yards, and Trayshawn Hawkins had 2 catches for also 11 yards. Rushing the ball as a team had 20 carries for 54 yards, averaging 2.7 yards per carry. Jalen had six of them for 31, and Trayshawn had 10 carries for 35. Seymour ran 49 plays compared to East Central's 25 plays. East Central only ran the ball, had 4 plays in that whole second half. Both teams had 5 penalties. Seymour had 1 turnover, and East Central had 2.
Owls fall to East Central tonight, and we're going to be joined by assistant coach Alan Perry here. As coach, obviously a rough night tonight. Obviously, it's a very disappointing anytime you play your final game as a senior. So I know it's a rough night for the seniors and coach down there with them. But you know, we knew coming in it was going to be a physical game. We knew they were going to be a physical team, and you heard a lot of accolades about the Mingus kid and how well he ran and how big that offensive line is. But they put it to us tonight.
There's a reason they are back-to-back reigning state champions. They're a really good football team. It's good for our kids to see that, though, because that's something you want to emulate down the line. That's a type of program you want to build into. But yeah, it's not a secret. They're a really good football team. They've won back-to-back state championships, like I said, for a reason. So we weren't unaware of that. They're very good. But yeah, it's a tough night. It's always a tough night. Last game for the seniors, especially.
I'll tell you this: our kids, and obviously we're behind the 8 ball, but offensively, there that first half we had that nice drive. We took some hits. I mean, they were very physical, but our kids got knocked down, but they kept getting back up.
And I'm really proud of these guys for that. They did take some hits. I mean, that's one of the most physical, best tackling team probably we've seen all year. Their defense flies around and they hit you. They make you aware that they're there. And I'm really proud of our guys. Really proud of our guys for standing up, popping back up after taking some shots, taking some beatings late in the year, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. It's a long season. Sure. So just seeing them pop back up and continue to fight was really good to see.
Obviously, every team has their seniors that go out. This was your second year as being a full-time coach, but you've gotten to know these kids over the last few years, and it's always tough when you lose a group because you become very close to them. Very close,
and I've known some of these guys since they were 6 and 7 years old in our youth football league when I was playing in high school. So to see them come up and to see them turn into the young men that they are today, man, that's why you do what I do right here. That's why you get into coaching, to see these guys grow up into amazing young men that they are. And I know that the senior class is going to be extremely successful. These kids are awesome. They have a lot of perseverance, a lot of grit, and I'm really, really proud of this class, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future.
But as coaches, you have to move on.
That's right.
There's spots to be filled. Some younger kids. What's the maybe the 2-month objective now as far as where we go from here?
Well, we gotta get more physical. We gotta get stronger. Yeah. I mean, that was evident tonight. You play really good teams. They're really strong and they're really physical. So if we see that, and we have seen that with back-to-back teams that we played in Bloomington South and East Central. They're very strong, very physical. That's the first thing. We've got to get in the weight room, got to get stronger, got to get more athletic, and then ultimately just kind of fine-tuning some stuff. We got a lot of kids still that played a lot of football for us coming up, and it'll be a really good challenge for them, again, to see a really good program like East Central, like Bloomington South, and to try and replicate that going forward.
Coach, appreciate the time you gave us. Obviously, Coach Moore as well, but we'll be talking to you in basketball here in about a month or so. But
that's right.
Appreciate the time tonight.
Thanks, Jay. As always, go Owls.
In the Owls fall as we see our coach, Alan Perry, as the Owls fall tonight to East Central by a final score of 35-0. We'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap things up here from Bullitt Stadium in just a moment. Stay with us.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Don't be part of the 80% of homeowners neglecting their roof. Choose Royalty Roofing, experts in roofing, siding, and gutter needs. Let the specialists at Royalty Roofing deal with your roofing issues and your insurance. Budget-friendly finance options. We make quality roofing easy. Dial 812-523-8392 or visit royaltyroofing.com today to schedule your installation. Royalty Roofing, protecting what's precious underneath.
Why should everyone have an annual eye exam? Various diseases can be detected early through a comprehensive eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, the doctors look for signs or symptoms for various diseases, not just for the eyes. Through an eye exam, you are able to detect diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, tumors, and stroke. Do not delay. Call Connor Smith Eye Center today for an eye exam. 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Back one final time here at Bullitt Stadium, where the Owls fall. It's time to name our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game tonight. And offensively, I'm going to go Trayshawn Hawkins. I thought Trayshawn ran the ball hard tonight. Again, the yardage was hard to come by, but I thought he ran the ball. And defensively, Will Mahoney really stepped up, made a couple nice defensive plays. Almost had a pick six there in the second half. But those two guys, we'll go with them as our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game. That'll do it for us here from the Gridiron this year. Again, want to thank all of our sponsors for supporting us. Obviously, they'll be with us throughout the basketball season. I want to thank Jeff Claycamp and Corey Zering, a couple former coaches, and helped us during the broadcast. Always nice to have them. Certainly a big thanks to Lance Hubbard for his work as my stat guy, and of course tonight filling in here on the color commentary, helping out and doing a great job on stats. Certainly want to thank Coach Tyson Moore for the time he gave me this year, from the coaches shows to the pregame interviews, the players that came out for the coaches shows. Certainly thank them for all the time that they gave this year, in addition to all the other coaches who spent some time with me each week. And lastly, but certainly not least, want to thank the players for their the time that they gave. Certainly wish the seniors the best of luck, the ones that we lose that played their last football game for a Seymour uniform. We thank them for their contributions to Seymour football and wish them well in the weeks and the months and the years to come, and whatever their endeavors are. As far as broadcast goes, we will be starting our basketball season a week from tomorrow night. Seymour girls basketball team will open the season against Salem at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium. We'll have the action for you, and of course we'll be covering Seymour girls basketball as well as Seymour boys basketball all season long, both here on 92.7 and on 99.3 WCZB when it conflicts with Indiana basketball. And again, thank you for being a part of the broadcast, not only tonight, but for the season. We do appreciate it. That'll do it for us. My name is Jay Hubbard. Thank you. And again, the final tonight, it was East Central 35, Seymour nothing. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.